It's time for the Uncle Retard Show. Joycey is the dumbest man you can know. He's a fucking idiot. His stupidity will not quit. It's time for the Uncle Retard Show. I can't believe he's this fucking dumb. Yes, it's time for the Uncle Retard Show. Joycey is the temper slow. He thinks he will be president. This look how is evident. It's time for the Uncle Retard Show. It's time for the Uncle Retard Show. It's time for the Uncle
Whoops. Good morning, everybody. How we all doing out there? Welcome to the Uncle Retard Show.
Morning, good morning.
And so before we start, we're going to have a new segment to the Uncle Retard Show. Please, everybody, stand and face the flag.
I sing this at a guy ballpark. I'll do the national anthem. In front of one of my friends. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, those bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh my God, I hit it perfect every note.
He's retarded.
I sing this at a guy ballpark. I'll do the national anthem. In front of one of my friends. Oh, say, can...
Everything loops.
Well, it's because I don't catch it before it ends.
Isn't there a way to just make it so it doesn't loop?
Maybe.
I love that the video to that. I almost gave a round of applause at the end.
That's right. Play ball. There it is.
There.
Hey, I don't think you may not be on your mic. I think
I've been having such problems this morning.
Makes me want to check mine too. Yeah. Yes, the blowhard parasite.
How about now?
That's perfect. Sounds good. Sounds good. So, welcome everybody.
What's going on this morning?
Yes, shut up, King.
Yeah, he's fucking older than us, so there.
So we have many things to go over today on today's edition of the Uncle Retard Show. That's not what I want. Fantastic.
You're a good shit, King. I love King.
And we love you, Bubby. So, Joey's a moron, and we all know that. He's yeah, isn't that amazing? And I wanted to talk about today is his his um his political guru, this Tim O'Brien guy. This guy, I don't know how Joey found him, how he found Joey, but this this guy's incredible.
Joey was so flexing in front of that guy. That
Oh
whole
my
show, that whole show was just a flex to his new friend.
Yeah, I
God.
don't know who's trying to I don't know who is trying to glom off of whom. Because this guy, let me pull up some other stuff.
I'm sure that Tim thought he could gain something off Joey, and then he's
For sure he
sitting in
did.
that show, and Joey's like fucking this and fucking that. Every other word was fucking.
Yeah.
You know the way Joey is. And that guy's got to be sitting there going, what did I just do?
Exactly. So here's the first thing. This guy is all, he's got a hard on for let's
hang on. Look at this. Mason in Portland says, I'm working on a free unlimited access to the Hard Rock Buffet for you guys. Only
my
the best
God.
for my client. See, this is why I like this guy.
This is why you need this is exactly why you need Mason in Portland as your agent.
He is my agent.
Oh no, that's what I'm talking to the public. I'm saying,
Ah.
he is the agent of the Uncle Retard show. So this guy Tim O'Brien, he's going on and on and on about, independent. Everyone's got to be independent. Do you know why this guy have such a hard on for independent candidates?
Mm-mm.
And we know you're watching, Joey. So hello,
Hi, Joey.
hello, Tim. It's because Mr. Tim O'Brien. Let's bring this up. Put this over here. We'll go back to here. As you can see, let me see if I can zoom that in a little bit. Oh yeah, right there. Tim O'Brien, Democratic Party. So as of 2023, this guy was a Democrat, a registered Democrat, but something happened. And Mr. Tim O'Brien, Democrat Tim O'Brien, for some reason, Democrat Tim O'Brien failed to date and sign one of his petitions. So all the signatures were declared invalid, leaving him too short of the needed 25 valid signatures. This was just recently, July 20th, 2026.
He couldn't even get 25 signatures.
He got them, but he failed to date and sign one of his petitions. So what he did was he ran as an independent in the most recent council. He's just a councilman. Got a super chat here. I'll bring this up. GM Joseph GM, Joseph's campaign manager. All right, I guess. Thank you. Thanks for the tool. But yeah, he oh, Mason. This O'Brien guy isn't trustworthy, filling Joey's head with all kinds of nonsense. I know, that's what we're gonna talk about right now. So this guy Tim O'Brien, so he failed as a Democrat. So what he had to do was he had to register as an independent, as a write-in candidate. and he got 30 votes. That's all he needed to win. He ran unopposed, and it was 30. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, sorry. Yes, good morning. Good morning. I'll give you back your $2. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. You want the link? We'll have you on. My bad. I was just too enthralled in this Tim O'Brien guy, who is let's see, Tim O'Brien, Ohio, 30.
Skull says Joey Catalano is the reason there should be more strict vetting of political candidates. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that isn't the chat of the day right there.
Yes, lots of love. Yes, thank you. This is the Boomer edition of yeah, this is the Boomer edition of the Uncle Retard Show. Thank you very much. Oh no, it's and then this guy Tim O'Brien was going, "Oh no, they're talking about Tim. They're talking about Tim Ryan. They're talking about Tim Ryan." Listen, dipshit. I know the difference between the word O'Brien and Ryan. Okay. So please don't.
Yeah, I don't know why Joey would bring this guy into a battle zone. That just made no sense to me.
Dude, you have no idea. I mean, really.
I knew everybody'd be shitting on the guy just because he's associated with Joey.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Exactly.
Although I think the guy could carry on a conversation if need be. You know, Joey's just full of bullshit constantly.
Yeah, I mean, it's but the Campbell is unique because the case of O'Brien and Stanko, who are running unopposed. So that's why he was able to get 30 friends. And please fact check me on this, that this guy didn't get 30 write-in votes to win, to run when he ran unopposed.
That's probably why Joey latched onto him.
Well, that's why Joey says he's got Ohio wrapped up.
I was just going to bring that up.
This fucking idiot has it in Joey's head that he's going to be able to write in, and Joey has mentioned it himself. And I hope you're watching this, Joey.
Hi, Joey.
Please do nothing in Ohio and expect to have a write-in campaign where you win in Ohio from write-in votes.
It's locked up. It's done.
Yeah, he said that right now. I got Ohio locked up. Ohio. I got someone in there who's gonna get me on the ballot. It's write-in. It's write-in. I got Ohio locked up. Please, Joey, continue with that train of thought.
Check that box. Move on. Idiot.
Oh, here we go. O'Brien was the only write-in candidate for his ward seat. And he got 30 write-in votes. This guy, which was 75% of the actual votes that he got. Like 75% was 30 votes was 75% of the total votes in his ward. He's a councilman. He's not even a mayor. He is the councilman of a ward.
So only 40 people voted. Total. And he had 30 people write in his name.
And that's how he won. So, yeah, please. But yeah, he's a failed Democrat. So yeah, he's in the Democrat Party. He was a registered Democrat, but now for some reason he's all about independence. He's all, oh no, the independent party is gonna, yeah, and I want to say he's kind of a carpetbagger too, because he is actually from Pennsylvania, who moved to Ohio. So, of course, thank you, Kim Boley. Appreciate it. Weekly dues, thank you very much. As always, we appreciate that very, very much. Thank you.
Kim is the best.
She's hilarious. DJE is a two-bagger. Wow.
Did you see that stream with Uncle Jack?
Oh my God. That was pathetic on all counts. We may go over that on Belly Bros. Everyone else, it's old news now. Everybody's fucking going over it, but we may cover it on Belly Bros. I'm not sure. Possible.
I'm a little confused as to why she took her filter off.
I don't know.
Why would she do that? Did somebody dare her, or what was the point?
I'm not. I'm not really sure. Keep that question in mind for tomorrow. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time, Belly Bros, with a whole brand new. Oh my gosh, so much new stuff happening with Belly Bros. We got a new theme. We got a new opening.
Nice.
My credit went down 20 points after watching that. Yeah, save all your DJ Electra stuff. We'll go over that tomorrow. So please save all your stuff for tomorrow. But no, let's keep talking about Tim O'Brien here. Let's go back to the main.
2K is in the chat. Get your ass on here.
Yeah, come on, dude. What are you doing? Need to get you in here. But yeah, this guy Tim O'Brien. Just so that Tim O'Brien. No, not
Skull
Tim.
says I'm beginning. Oh, what happened here? I'm beginning to question 2K's taste in women. Uh-oh. Oh, 2K's working.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. Dedicated.
He's got one of those damn jobs.
Right.
You can never count on somebody with a job.
Yeah, I'm looking for one of those myself right now here in Texas. I just actually, I went on the, I've been going on the local government, the local, because my mom's got connections all over the place. So I'm just waiting to hear back from a bunch of people.
You getting food stamps? You in soup lines? What's going on?
Yes. Damn it. Well, anyway. Oh my gosh, Stealth Chaos is live is here. Look at that. We're getting a lot of eyes. All right, thought I did that already. Yeah, so this the Vindicator, this newspaper out of Ohio is you get 3 free articles, and that's where I found a lot of this. Oh my gosh, why am I all twisted here? You get 3 free articles, and that's why and that's where I found where he won his most recent councilman race with 30 votes.
When was that election?
Last
ago?
year. I believe it was last year.
So what does he get, a 4-term?
Oh, here it is. I found it. Yay! Hooray. Oh, I can just do this. back. So, O'Brien ran for this position as a write-in candidate, received 75% of the vote with 30 votes. So 75% of all the votes for him and his, for everybody in that, 75% of those votes were 30. So this guy got 30 friends to write his name on the ballot. He wasn't on the ballot because he failed to sign and date his petition. So that's what we were talking about, Mr. Tim O'Brien.
That's
Don't think that everybody...
That's got to be one small town if only 40 people voted.
But he's a politician and he's in politics and he's got Ohio. He's got Ohio wrapped up, Cupcake, so go fuck yourself. He doesn't, you don't know nothing, Cupcake. He's a real politician, so you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Cupcake. So you can just go fuck yourself. So.
Yeah, all that fake rage in front of that guy, it was just hysterical. I was laughing my ass off.
That was so fucking funny. Joey's hilarious. That's why we love him. That's why. Joe. Here we go, Buckman. If he got 30 people out to vote, he is a real politician. Yeah, and why does Joey keep saying that on every one of his fucking streams that, he's still got to get 145,000? Wouldn't you be bragging that you got those 10,000 signatures already, Joey? Remember you said you got 10,000? It took you 60 days to get 10,000 signatures, which, if you got 10,000 signatures, Mr. Math Genius, if you got 10,000 signatures in 60 days, that still is not enough for you to get even 145,000. Let's math.
Joey's a math wizard. He is.
He can
follow you on this.
Well, no, Joey is good at, he is good at math. Whether it's advanced math or just, math for calculating the amount of grams that are in a certain little baggie and what, if it's the difference between, 7 grams equals a quarter ounce, that's the kind of math he knows how to do. But yeah, no, I've said that from day one. Joey does know how to book the numbers. So let's go. 10,000 divided by 60. That's 166. Okay.
He doesn't have 10,000 votes.
He doesn't have shit. He's got maybe 10. So let's just go 365 times 2. That's 730. So we'll go 145,000 divided by 730. He needs 198 signatures a day for, and it's almost August. So it's even more than that. But yeah, he needs almost 200 signatures a day to get to 145.
That amount keeps getting higher every day that he's sitting on the fucking internet.
Yeah. It goes up by 200 every day. Every day that number goes up by 200. So
morning, Torito.
And then what's the
Joey couldn't get a job volunteering at a soup kitchen, but he's going to be president.
Yeah. And then but he's got to get, what was that? He's got to get like 200,000 signatures in California.
Seriously? I thought Florida was the worst.
Well, of course, Joey says Florida's the worst because Florida's the worst because because I lived there and I'm up against the wall. It's the odds are against me.
So, that's what the people want. Someone who's willing to fight and have the odds against them.
California's got to have more electoral votes than Florida, right? Or is
Yeah.
it the other way around?
I want to say they've got like 55 electoral votes.
Doesn't
give or take.
Texas have the most?
No, I think Texas has 45 electoral votes.
Maybe it's California then that has the most.
How many signatures?
He keeps bragging that he's going to get on the ballot. I think he means any one of the 50 states, he'll be on a ballot.
I doubt. Maybe Tennessee, because he needs 275 signatures to get on Tennessee ballot. So, and knowing Joey and his semantics,
That's not what I said was I would be on the ballot. I didn't say I'd be on all of them.
Yep.
to get.
First time I heard that, that was exactly what I thought.
Oh yeah. California. Fix that. Presidential ballot in California. Go to Ballotpedia.
What's going on, Ronnie? Ronnie Mund in the house?
What's happening, sir? Signatures required 219,430.
Jesus.
And that was
Christ.
as of 2024. That was the last, that was 2024, according to Ballotpedia. So Joey needs over 200,000 signatures in California.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Dumbass. Again, idiot should have ran for congressman in his district. That would have been
anything smaller.
Yeah. I mean, that would. Why do you think John Melendez, Stuttering John, ran for senator? Because he's not an idiot like Joey. Joey should have ran for congressman, his local congressman. That's what he should have run.
Well, he couldn't do local because
congressman's federal as a federal congressman.
Yeah, but their state congress would be local.
Correct. Well, I meant local like his district. But according to the Constitution, and I did find in my pocket Constitution right here. Section 2. The House of Representatives shall be comprised of members chosen every second year by the people of the several states. And the electors in each state shall have qualifications requisite for electors of most numerous branch of the state legislature. No person shall be a representative who shall not have attained the age of 25 years and been 7 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of that state in which he shall be chosen. So you have to live in the state 25 years and be a citizen for 7 years. Now here is, so this is something that Joey says he's studying, he's reading, and he's learning every day. Joey says it.
I'm learning. Every day I'm learning.
But this is the
Learning
same
how to
Joey
run a
speak.
printer like nobody else.
Right. And what is he printing? He's printing up that bullshit book that really, I don't think any of that has to do with the campaign.
Maybe
Printing
the
out
last chapter.
pictures, printing out his certificates, printing out his fake $50 bills. But as you know, he's reading every day, and he's learning every day. And this is the same man that said,
I could read something 10 times because I got a reading comprehension. I could read something 10 times and still and still not understand, what what I'm reading.
so
Rito says he
it's
couldn't even get elected president of his household.
no, he couldn't. That's Mrs. C. Like Mrs. C runs that.
Yeah,
house.
you'd have to oust Mrs. C first.
Right.
That's
right.
not going to happen.
Right. Yeah. So Mr. I don't have any reading comprehension skills is reading. Let's just take a is reading this. Let me just get a
Bifocals are a wonderful thing.
Shut up. Oh, here we go. No money shall be drawn from the treasury, but in consequence of appropriations made by law, and a regular statement and account of the receipts and expenditures of all public money shall be published from time to time. Okay. So published. I think if Joey is getting, if he isn't that shouldn't that be public knowledge? I'm just asking.
So when we ask to show receipts, he should be able to do so.
He should be able to show receipts like that. Like that.
Almost required to.
Yes, me too. Me too. Dom's Cat House, the Dom's Cat House wing of the White House.
Will that be part of the tour?
Yes, it will. And peanut butter, yeah. The requirements, I just read them. It's citizen, the number of how old you are, and how long you've been living in the United States. The founding fathers. Because here's the thing. The founding when everyone left England, and right here. Let's just read the Declaration of Independence. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to those opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, derived their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it. Oh, who the fuck is calling?
I have never wished I had to pee more than I did right there.
So basically what that is saying is the reason why they left England was the kingdom was treating people unfairly. You couldn't you shit. I've asked Joey this 100 million times and he has always failed to answer. Let's go to the Bill of Rights. Oh.
One pun. Good morning. One pun says Joey's presidential library would be the first to feature the Where's Waldo books. Yes.
So, Joey, because you have failed, and I know you're watching, and
Hi,
don't go,
Joey.
I always knew that Cupcake. I just, I just didn't want to give you the satisfaction.
so, oh, shit. I need to get my Teaching Joey C.
Certificate?
No, I remember that little song I had for Teaching Joey C. He's the,
No.
oh my God, don't make me.
Kahuna.
No, don't go digging.
All right, next week's Uncle Rico, Uncle Retard. But here, the First Amendment: Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. That's one part. Or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. So, let's explain what that means. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free practice thereof. What that means is, see, there was the King, we've heard of the King James Bible. That's because the King of England was the highest religious power that was, they made the religion. It was,
He was the Pope.
he basically, I mean, for lack of a better term, for sure.
No, he wasn't, Cupcake. The Pope is in there. The Pope is in the Vatican City of Rome. You see, Cupcake doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Pope of
But
England.
but there were Protestants, there were pure, that's why they left, for religious persecution. So the first thing that the founding fathers wanted to do was make sure that the government could not establish a religion, that there was no religion that was controlled by the government. Okay, that was the first part. Second part, or abridging the freedom of speech. We're seeing it today. We are seeing it today in Britain. People are being arrested for the words that they say. Shit, Shiloh Hendricks just was found guilty, and she has to pay $1,000 and serve 200 hours of community service for saying naughty words.
I seen Pineapple and Rochi talking about this a couple weeks ago. I was kind of shocked when I heard that.
Heard what?
That they were talking about how the U.S., they can't believe how the U.S. has such a freedom of speech, where a lot of the shit that we say in England would have you arrested.
Right.
I was shocked.
Right.
I
It's
didn't know
amazing,
that.
isn't it? Like a lot of it's so people were being persecuted and arrested for the words they said. It's happening today. It's happening today in England. If I'm not mistaken, there is a department where you can't say certain things on the internet. Like we have become so accustomed here in the United States to the freedom of speech and everything that we have that we take it for granted. We take it for granted that we can say, fuck you, Donald Trump. People take that for granted. If you were in any other country on earth, there is a possibility where you could get arrested for saying that. That's fucked up. That is
Until
really
Joey becomes
fucked up.
president, then he's going to take that all away from us.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He's definitely going to take that all away because
You
he
can't
is,
even say shit in his chat without getting blocked.
right. Yeah. Joey is
Peanut butter
Joey
put it
is
best. right there.
absolutely. Yeah, he's not ready for prime time when it comes to being a
And I think, I think I'm gonna be a politician. I think I'm made for this. I'm gonna.
God. He's so stupid. Um, y- um, Yes, there is, in fact. Welcome to the show.
Butterdick says Joey has definitely said nigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Like,
he called
like a
Big Black and
bazillion
uppity one.
times.
He's called Big Black and uppity one.
Yeah.
Like on Rocco's show. I mean that's
Yeah, it's okay
yeah,
if he does it. Just you don't do it. Do as I say, not as I do.
yeah, I've been a citizen of the United States for 7 years, so it's not necessarily have to live in that state and be an inhabitant of the state in which he shall be chosen. So yeah, you just have to live in the state to be a congressman and be a citizen of.
Yeah, Skull, we should start a club. Everybody that Joey's got blocked on Twitter and in his chat.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely blocked on his. And see, here's the thing. You know, Joey, and I know you're watching because you watch
Thin-skinned Joey.
everything. Thin Skin Joey, you watch everything I do. As a presidential candidate and as president, you answer to us. You will answer to me. I am your boss when you're the president, Joey. How you like that?
That's
So the
going to be
fact
one of
that-
his first changes day one. He's not going to stand for that.
No. But I would like to extend this offer right now. Me as a private citizen, which is my right, I am challenging presidential candidate Joseph Samuel Catalano III to a debate. And if he refuses this debate, that I'm going to even do it like this. Fuck you, Joey. Excuse me for a second, Kahooner. Whoops. Wrong one.
Boy, you split.
I did.
I'm still covering you up. I'm satisfied with that.
Ah!
Mason says there's going to be concentration camps filled with Dabbleverse. You got to do that like Dead Poster. You got to go cat above it 2020.
Right. Joey, I am challenging you right now to a debate of anything you would like that has to do with government or civics. Right now. Mr. I know everything, Mr. I'm running for president, Mr. I've already answered that. No, you answer to the people of the United States. You are not running for king. You are running for president of the United States. You will answer to the American people. You will be responsible for everything that you say. You will then have to show the American people that you are not afraid of debating a private citizen, someone who has genuine questions as to what your plans are for this country that you wish to run. If you do not even answer this call for a debate, you are a chicken shit pussy faggot. Thank you.
Who doesn't deserve to be in any office.
Correct.
Right here, Cupcake can answer this. What is the goal of Joey C. presidential run if he can't win? What's the end? What is the end game?
The end game is, see, here's the absolute end game for Joey. 100%. The end game for Joey is for we here in the Dabbleverse to take him seriously. That's all he's ever wanted. He just wants to be taken seriously. When he first came into the Dabbleverse, he came in as a lol cow. Shuli was doing nothing but making fun of him, on June 6, 2023. And Joey makes fun of me for knowing that. But yet Joey himself,
February 6th, when I, I missed you. When I was on the Howard Stern show, we were, I would give them bits. I would do all this stuff.
Yeah. So I have issued the challenge, Joey, and I know you're watching. I know you're watching because you watch everything we do. And on his next stream, the one he does, I don't watch everything you do, Cupcake. I know, I don't even give you oxygen. I don't even care. But you watch everything we do, Joey. You watch everything I do because you are scared of me, Joey.
Skull says Joey thinks the presidential election is like running for student council.
He does. He doesn't understand what he's getting himself into at all. 100% does not understand.
He thinks he's going to get respect from this, and all he's going to do is make a bigger ass out of himself than he was before.
Oh my God. If he was running for Congress, then maybe, because Congress is more obtainable for someone like Joey. If you want to make changes, if you're seeing homeless people in your town, in your district, run for Congress. That's what AOC did. You know, he wants to be taken seriously. And he wants to be taken seriously by people in the Dabbleverse. How many times has he said on his show,
In 30 years with the Dabbleverse, in 30 years, they're going to, I've been stoned in the Dabbleverse. I'm just letting you know that, Cupcake.
yeah, we're going to talk about you in 30 years as the fucking moron who ran for president and everybody made fun of him.
He'll always be the laughing stock.
He will always be the laughing stock.
He tries so hard to be the laughing stock.
What does that say? I can't read it. Funny thing is, Mason, I was the only one who knew the date, and you asked me. Yes, I did, Mason. Yes, I did. Thank you very much for that. And I wanted to, as far as dabble tips go, I wanted to play this too. Joey has forever. Where's my thing? Is this it? Nope. Not that one either. Oh my God.
Come on, Boomer.
Shut up.
I know better than to even attempt with all this shit.
Yeah, I know, right? What in the fuck? All right, here we go. There it is. So let's do this. Remember Joey had
machine, and I've gotten a lot farther than I thought I would. It's a lot of technical issues, but it's been one step at a time explaining to me. I got pretty far so far.
Now notice Joey's wearing a t-shirt with his favorite tie.
Apparently Mrs. C is sleeping because nobody dressed him.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, if you notice, he has worn that tie, and probably he will never wear that tie from now on. I make a prediction. We will never, ever see Joey wear this tie. And now that I've said that,
yeah, I was just going to say, now it's coming out.
He will only wear this tie.
I will prove that fucking Cupcake wrong.
I'm going to prove you wrong, Cupcake.
I got the domain. It's jctips.cc. That's
so Joey Tips or J Tips.
That's going to be the website for the people. That's what will be in the pinned chat room if I decide to stay, and when we get it finished. It's I'm no tech guy. I'm learning as I go. So we've got a lot.
Was this back when he was trying to write his own Super Tips thing?
Yeah, this is him explaining his Super Money Tips.
Super Money Tips. Another Joey C project that fizzled and went nowhere.
And see, this is I don't know. See, Joey has a elementary school mentality. You know, he's got a loser mentality about a lot of things.
Schmuel says Men's Warehouse circa 1998. I think he meant to say 1978.
Yeah, right. But see, Joey is one of these people that that, you know, at least I tried. At least I tried. At least I tried.
That's the way he ends every project.
That's exactly the way he ends every project, and that's the way this fucking presidential campaign is going to end. At least I tried, and he said it on his stream. What have you done? At least I tried. Is that all you? Is that the effort you're putting in there, just to try? I tried.
We don't have time to try all this stupid shit. We got jobs.
Right.
I got a lot of stuff done that I was shocked.
Well, 50% of us right now on screen have jobs. But
Well,
50% of us are, you know, going to be getting a job soon. You know,
Yeah,
remember,
you're-
I had to pack up and move my whole life to down here to Texas.
you're still
even-
able
even
to
when
get
I
a
was-
job. He will. You have the ability and the desire. He has
Yeah.
neither.
Right.
I was getting my lesson, and we finished for the day. I got to quit because I was getting my head overworked because stuff that was getting complicated. And he's like, just back.
Stuff
That's
getting
probably what
complicated.
started this whole fucking campaign thing. It's like, God, I got to do something so I don't have to get a job. What the
No,
hell
I-
could I do?
I think what it was way back when he started this last year. He came across something that was, you know, the president, to be president, all you need to do is, you know, be over 35, live in the, you know, be a citizen, be a natural born citizen, and, you know, live in the country for 14 years. And he's like, son of a bitch, I can be president.
That sounds exactly how it would go.
That's exactly how it went.
No, it's not, Cupcake. I want to make a change. That's what it is.
Back up, but I take a break, and I've been working on it now for, let's say, I started it last Thursday. I got pretty far, so I got the domain, I got that all done. I got the actual stripes hooked to it. It's able to go live right now. It's up live right now. We got to tweak that.
Well, if it's all ready to go, whatever happened to it?
It's up live right now. So let's back up here. Check that domain.
CT issues, but it's been one step at a time explaining to me. I got pretty far so far. I got the domain. It's jctips.cc. That's
So jctips. What do you say? CC or so? Let's just play that again.
to me. I got pretty far so far. I got the domain. It's jctips.cc. That's going to be the website. The people that's what will be in the pinned chat room if I decide to stay, and when we
Okay.
get it finished. It's, you know, I'm no tech guy. I'm learning as I go. So we've got a lot of stuff, but I got a lot of stuff done that I was shocked. And even when I was getting my lesson and we finished for the day, I got to quit because I was getting my head overworked because stuff that was getting complicated. And he's like, just back up.
Shocking.
But I take a break, and I've been working on it now
Shocking
for,
that something went
started
over his
last
head.
Thursday. I got pretty
We're
far.
using
so
big words.
I got the domain. I got that all done. I got the actual stripes hooked to it. It's able to go live right now. It's up live right now.
It's up live right now.
What do you get?
So here we go. jctips.cc.
Jesus. Well, at least I tried.
And you know what? At least I tried, Cupcake.
We got to tweak that. We got to make sure that the first pages, the boxes that says super. It says just like when you open a page for the fans, what does it say? It says voice, text, and text. I think that's what it says, right? Like it says Super Tips in the left-hand corner, Catalan TV. So that's how it says, like for all the other hosts, their name. You got a little ugly little gremlin-looking thing. You click on that, says voice tip on there and text tip. That tip, when you click on that box, it takes you to where you got the next page. And those are the audio samples. I already made samples. I already got my audio in with my picture moving, just like they do. I got Uncle Bob.
So of course,
Bob.
Joey is putting the cart before the horse. Before the website's even up, he's got his voice samples. He's got,
and I got, me and Uncle Bob. I got to get Christina, Spider, and Lou. I think that's all we're gonna have.
So you can pay
Genius.
just Uncle Bob, Joey, Mrs. C, and Lou and Spider.
That was
Those
genius.
are the 5 voices you can do on his on Super Money Tips.
Yes.
Johnny Mars, thank you. Absolutely. I wonder if Joey realized that there are thousands of Joe six-packs who attempt to run for president every 4 years and don't make it on the ballot. Joey's too dumb. Joey is too inept to understand that. He thinks he's the only one because he's been homeless, because he's been a drug addict for anywhere between what? He says he was a drug addict for between 32 and 40 years. The number always changes.
All good qualifications for president.
Yes, yes. But yeah, if you ever watch Joey stream and he talks about being an addict, I digress here for a second. But yeah, the number of years that he was an addict always changes. He's been an addict for 30 years. He's been an addict for 40 years. He's been an addict for 32 years. He's been an addict for 35 years. He is so his brain is so drug addled that he doesn't know how long he was an addict.
I'm hoping I could do this and make it all work. And then you got this page, and then you got the drop down button. I did the drop down perfect where I got all the names. You click on names, and you click on the name.
And we can see all of this because Joey is sharing his screen and showing us, of course.
And then you got the box that you fill out, and then you plus button, and then it goes to checkout. So now that's my next step. I got to get the checkout button, and that's got to be done. And I got to line up the sample ones down here.
I got a bridge for sale
without
San Francisco too. If you want to buy
duplicating anything, I got to come up.
DM.
I can show you my pictures that I came up. Now you guys all know what the super tip looks like when you go to. I'm going to show you guys. So let me see. This is the actual super tip page, right? That's what you guys get when you go to link and you click on this button here, voice or text, right? So
okay, so let's see if I can.
Like when you go to. I'm going to show you guys. So let me see. This is the actual super tip page, right? That's what you guys get when you go to link.
So remember the old super tip
here.
It was that picture right there.
I don't remember that.
Oh well, yeah, no. This was before super tip was available to everybody. This is what it looked like. Okay, make sure you remember that picture right there, and then we'll see Joey's
voice or text, right? So now, let's see. So I can't copy theirs. So we did. I'll show you ours. This is mine. It's definitely mine. I'm going to do this. And I may
Joey original coming up
that don't have monetization use it.
I can't.
I don't know yet. I'm not here to take anybody's business away yet. But if I can not pay anything and put it all in my pocket, it'd be better that way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Here,
Catabubba 2028.
Don't have monetization use it. I don't know yet. I'm not here to take anybody's business away yet, but if I can not pay anything and put it all in my pocket, it'd be better that way. You know what I'm saying? If I can get it working, I think we're going to do this. I think I'm taking the time. I'm really putting the effort in to make it work. So believe it or not, the only way I'm going to shut a lot of people up if I do stuff like that I say I'm doing it and make it look good. And so here's my
well, at least I tried.
At least I tried.
So this would be our button.
Yeah, that's totally different. What? That's absolutely different than what Melton had.
You could have come up with any fucking It's just an AI frog head with teeth. You could have came up with any fucking thing. Fucking cow head. You could have had anything.
That's it right there. You see? It's a little different. It's actually a lot different. All you gotta do is, as long as it's not the same, that's not copyright infringements. So there you go.
Right there. As long as it's not the same, it's not copyright infringement. Remember, from the mouth of Joey C, as long as it's not the same, it's not copyright infringement, which
That
is
would
why he
explain
was
flip
able to
flippers.
use what?
That would explain flip flippers.
Yes.
Could explain that whole thing.
Could explain why he was able to steal and use my picture of the Pope on his picture, which will get the entire Catholic vote. Joey has locked in the entire Catholic vote with the poop. But yeah, as long as it's not the same, it's not copyright infringement.
That's our voice box. That's our picture for our voice, and then so I got.
So that was that.
What did you see? Were you watching Melton last night?
No, I wasn't.
Something happened to his screen and shit just was going to hell, and all of a sudden he disappeared, never came back.
Oh.
He spent 15 minutes trying to fix his screen. Something was going wrong with it. And oh man, it was bad. He was having some real technical problems. And all of a sudden he was gone. And I thought he'd start up another stream after rebooting or something. Never came back.
Oh, wow. So I want to bring this up. Let's close him out. And close that out. Oh, my God.
R.I.P. Melton. Oh, no.
Need to change this. Got to get rid of that Matrix background. But so I came across this. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. And we may not do this whole thing, but
the big
this was Joey
is here.
Right. This was Joey on a public website. You know, it was public. I didn't steal this from anything. This is all public. But this is Joey talking to nobody on this public website.
What happened to all his shit
Welcome to a quick
off the wall?
meet and greet. My name is Joseph Samuel Catalano III. And I am an independent candidate running for president of the United States, and I am going to tell you, I am not a politician. I've never been a politician.
Headphones should never be bigger than your head.
I'm not backed by the Republicans or the Democrats.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Where do you even find something so weird looking?
I don't know.
He looks like he's an alien.
Yeah, he looks. I mean that.
And then he put headphones on.
Yeah, right. Joey stole that suit from the funeral. Oh, he didn't want to mess his perfect hair. Yes, that's right.
The bird nest?
I'm truly an independent who has lived, I can really honestly say I have lived pain more than the average person. I've been through many different places that took me down a lot of bad roads in my life. I'll start out, if there's anybody here that wants to ask a question, I am here to be totally transparent.
What did he just say? What was that?
Oh.
Are you kidding me? He'll answer anything.
He did.
Where were you when he was doing this?
He did just say that, didn't he?
Through many different places that took me down a lot of bad roads in my life. I'll start out, if there's anybody here that wants to ask a question, I am here to be totally transparent about my life. My whole campaign is run on my redemption arc of my story.
So his whole campaign is going to be run on his redemption arc. That's all he cares about. Again, like I've said, he wants to be taken seriously. He's tired of being a lolcow. He's tired of being made fun of. But when you do something like this, Joey, no one's going to take you seriously. No one will ever take you seriously. When you do shit, hold on, let's bring this up.
Schmiel was covering him the other night, and Schmiel says, I don't think we want a president that buys toothpaste from homeless people.
Right. Hold on. When you got a presidential candidate who does stuff like this.
Hello, Shuli Network. My good friend Shuli, Bob, the other guy, and Joe. What's happening, man? Okay, I'm gonna bring on my
Can you
brother-in-law.
stop that a second?
He's retarded.
What's going on with his shirt? What the fuck is that?
It's the Batman shirt he was too fat then for it to fit properly.
Oh, the back is all wide open?
Yes, it was too fat for him to close.
The thing buttons are... How the fuck do you put that on? You can't even do that by yourself.
But yeah, this is the guy that wants to be taken seriously. This right here. This pathetic fuck wants to be taken seriously. The Derp Knight. There we go.
Here we got another one. The Dance Knight.
Oh, wait a second. That's not the right scene. There it is. It's not it either. God damn, can I be more of a motherfucking boomer today? Holy fuck.
Oh, wow. Here's a good take. Skull says Joey does not care about veterans because he left the colonel bankrupt and homeless.
Wow.
That's your president, 2028.
That's right.
Oh, we got another one here. Mason says the Dork Knight.
The Dork Knight. That's a good one.
I like it.
Do
you have a super tip?
Do we? I don't know.
King of all diffs just put your link in the chat. I don't know if he's asking to check or if he's just promoting.
Oh, no. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Good job, King.
God damn. There we go.
The Dolt Knight.
I need to, I'm only using like the one. I need to make a...
Boy, I can't even keep up with all these now. Buttman. The Dunce Knight.
The Dunce Knight. That's
2K says the Gaped Crusader.
How someone has crossed roads that most people couldn't even make it through. I survived. I got back up. I changed my life.
Okay. I've gone over bumps that most people couldn't survive. Most people wouldn't put themselves in a situation where they have to come up with those bumps. Most people wouldn't spend thousands of dollars and gamble themselves into enough poverty where they're homeless. which he said on the Bedabbler show, the reason why he was homeless for a week was because of gambling.
Still does.
Still does. Let's replace that.
He's proud of his gambling.
He is. He's very proud of his gambling. And he's a very good gambler. He's the best gambler in the history of gambling. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yes.
I'll start out by the first
full of knowledge.
Bad thing that I ever done in my life, because I was an addict for 39 years.
39 years. He was an addict for 39 years. On this particular video, he said 39 years. On another video he did recently, he was an addict for 42 years.
A functioning addict. I worked in professional baseball. I worked behind the scenes in minor league.
I was a functioning addict. That is the biggest cop-out. That I was a functioning addict.
Yeah, I was an addict, but it's okay.
Yeah, because I was functioning.
I started out at Wrigley Field. I'm from Chicago. I live in Florida now. And I was a dick. I had a bad addiction for 39 years.
I was a dick.
In that 39 years, I had almost died 3 times.
Failure.
Yep.
I've been homeless. I've been on food stamps. I've watched the system that's built to help American people just...
Torito says he gambles with his sexuality daily.
Yeah.
When I become president of the United States, my first act will be imprisoning this VTuber that goes by the YouTube handle, American Cupcake. I will tell you, he is not a patriotic American. He's an American embarrassment, an American harasser. He made public threats against a presidential candidate, and we will not tolerate threats from terrorists. Asalama lakayam my knitters.
Thank you, Ghost Crusader. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. You too can be cool like Ghost Creator and Kim Boley and go to supertip.gg/cupcake and have your either text or voice tip. We got Mad Joey C, we got Joey Cupcake, and we have the Shift Leader. We have new ones coming up soon.
Do you have dabble tips yet?
I do have dabble tips. I mentioned that earlier. I just got to set it up. So that will be, I'll probably be doing that today. But yeah, so dabble tips will be ready tomorrow for Belly Bros. Join us tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern on this very channel. Let us continue.
Shut you out because funding ain't there, because they gave funding over to other foreign countries because they had a disaster. And we got 23,000 veterans sleeping outside every day on the cold sidewalks in some places.
So 23,000 veterans a day. So I don't know where Joey gets these numbers. To the Google. Let's just fact check him here. How?
God, who was it just called him out on that child abduction or slave labor or whatever the hell it was? He was always saying, no, it was on a stream.
Oh,
somebody confronted him just recently. Who the hell was that? Shit, somebody in the chat might know.
All right, so according to Google, an estimated 32,495 veterans experienced homelessness in America based on a recent federal reporting. This includes roughly 18,977 individuals in sheltered settings and 13,518 living in unsheltered conditions. So this 23,000 a day, I don't know where he's getting that number at.
20.
But homelessness in veterans is that he is right in that. And, I think he's clinging and glomming onto that so that people think he gives a shit, and he doesn't. All he cares about is people taking him seriously. He said it when he did his stupid little thing with Alex Stein, where Alex Stein was singing his little song, "It's okay to be gay, and it's okay to be gay," you know. And another thing about Alex Stein, if Alex Stein and Joey are so tight, how come Alex Stein has never, ever, 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 not once, not never, invited presidential candidate Joseph Samuel Catalano III on any of his serious political discussions? Alex Stein only uses Joey on these stunt boy, on these stunt boy stunts.
Key word is serious.
Ah, yes, yes.
Torito says it was on Pat Dixon. I believe that is correct.
Ah,
Boy,
okay.
Pat Dixon just demolished Joey. Oh my God, that was the best show. Every time Dixon would go up against Joey, he would just floor him.
Yeah.
Or too hot place. They're just because they don't care. They say the veterans slipped through the crack. Must have been no. And
Joey must have been out of Adderall when he did this.
They don't
stream,
want help. And the reason is because they said when they go, they get treated like they're not even human.
I don't know what time of
that's got to stop. So first thing I got to say is the first order of business that we must do is build trust. I must build trust with all the American people. I know nothing about politics.
I know nothing about politics,
but I'm willing to learn.
See, this is where Joey shows his ignorance and his stupidity. He knows nothing about civics. He knows, and he's willing to learn. I'm sorry, Joey. The presidency is not a job where you get on-the-job training. You need to know certain things.
I don't have to know certain things. I'm going to hire the people that know those things.
That's right. That's right.
I'm going to appoint.
I study every day. I get out and I pound the pavement in Florida, and they make it very difficult for an average person who runs as an independent to get on the ballot. And that's where most independents fail, is they don't make the ballot, and it's just they waste their time.
Yeah, you know why they make it difficult? So that idiots like you can't pretend to want to be the president and try to run the country. That's why they make it difficult.
I wish I had this kind of time to waste.
Oh, shit.
Florida gave me an opportunity I got 2 years to do it. I'm going to do it in a lot less. I'm going to get out.
I'm going to do it in a lot less. So in 2 years, in 730 days, to get 145,000 signatures, he's going to need almost 200 a day. That's 7 days a week.
That's only Florida. It's only Florida. There were 200,000 in California. He could get 1,000 signatures a day and still never make all 50 states.
Yeah, that's but no, his strategy, his game-winning strategy is he's only going to go to the states that he needs to get 270 electoral votes. Because, the American people, he is. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why in the 250 years of the United States, why no one else has thought of that.
Out there, I need 145,000 signatures in the state of Florida.
And this video was just recently, so I would imagine that Joey, being the braggart that he is about certain things, he would say, I already got 10,000. And if you remember on the very, 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 very first Uncle Retard show, when I said, how many signatures does he have? Does he have 1,000? And then I said, well, no, because I said 1,000, now Joey's going to say he has 2,000. Now that I said 2,000, Joey's going to say he has 3,000. Now that and of course, my prediction came true. He said, and whatever number I said, he said more. So
I just don't think he ever looks at the big picture.
Please.
He's focused on Florida, and he's not even looking at anything else. We should add up once all the states just to see how many signatures he needs.
Which means you got to get about.
Oh, shit. I mean, so 219.
Guru says that air conditioner is probably cheap to run. Joey must live in a goddamn shed if he's cooling that whole house off that little tiny air conditioner.
Right.
Somebody here called it a play. Yeah, Crumb says it's a play school Windows AC.
So, just California and Florida to get enough signatures to be on the ballot, you need to get 500 a day. And according to what Joey had said, California only lets you do it for 60 days. So
that's crazy.
219.
How the hell would anybody who's a real politician ever do that?
Well, because they primary and they see, this is just for this is if you, and it's not, and I want to say that Joey thinks that independent is a political party. Like he's like, because I mean, no one has ever accused Joey of being a genius. So I want to say that Joey actually thinks that that independent is a party like the Democrat Party, the Green Party, the Libertarian Party, the Republican Party. I have to believe that. But
he doesn't know what all the other parties mean.
He doesn't. I mean, he would have a better chance being a libertarian, to be honest.
This is the easiest way for him to run because he doesn't need to know.
Yeah, so according to what Joey said, California only lets you, do that for 60 days. You need to get 3,650 signatures a day. Now, of course, I'm not running for president, so I don't know the specific ins and outs.
That's right, Cupcake. You don't know. I know because I'm the independent candidate, Cupcake. You don't know nothing. I studied, even though I don't got reading comprehension. I could read things 10 times and still not understand it.
Yeah, just the fact that he's running, he's better than you.
Yeah.
Smarter.
Right.
Idiot.
Independently stupid. Yes.
At least I tried.
About
100.
Loser mentality. At least I tried.
80,000 because you're going to have.
It is. You can't go into something. At least I tried. I tried. I mean, realistically, you could think about something, man, it sure would be nice to open up my own restaurant. At least I tried.
Sorry,
I tried to open up my own restaurant.
Sorry, Mrs. C. At least I tried.
At least I tried.
At least 20 or 30,000 that are going to be people forgot that they don't have that they're not registered voters anymore. And just to show you, this is a sample. This is the Florida one. Now, once I tackle Florida and I get on the ballot, then I'll start traveling. Now, I
once he tackles Florida and gets on the ballot, then he'll start traveling.
Oh, so we're not even getting an RV until Florida's done? Oh, fuck. I want this to happen so bad, and it's not gonna. God damn
it. And see, it's shit like this. No one's going to take you seriously, Joey.
And I want this RV thing.
I love when he mentions when I'm on CNN, because nobody's going to give a fuck about some deadbeat low-life loser in fucking Tampa.
Yeah, CNN. If CNN develops a comedy segment, then he'll make it. But
if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. If Saturday Night Live were to do a skit, if any comedy troupe were to do a skit where there's a character like Joey, and then they were to say, this is based on a real person, nobody would believe it. Nobody would believe it.
Kim Bully says, I often hear that from our presidents. At least I tried, America.
Oh, we got another super tip from Ghost Crusaders TV. Thank you very much for the $5.
Being an addict for 49 years just proves that I have determination and I'm not a quitter. Just remember, if you vote for Catalano, I will fight for you as hard as I fought for crack rocks and meth.
Did you stop it, or was that delay?
No, that was an ellipsis. That
was beautiful.
That was great. Let's play that one again. That was hilarious.
Being an addict for 49 years just proves that I have determination and I'm not a quitter. Just remember, if you vote for Catalano, I will fight for you as hard as I fought for crack rocks and meth.
That is the best fucking super tip so far.
That was hilarious. And you too can be like Ghost Crusaders TV and have your hilarious voice tips played right here on our show. If you go to supertip.gg/cupcake. Let us continue.
I come up with a plan that it sounds crazy to even attempt it, right? Because most independents, they just don't make it. But I've watched every day different people in different parts of the country.
He's going to be different.
Say they're tired of the red, they're tired of the blue, they're tired of the left, they're tired of the right.
Okay, right there. They're tired of the left, they're tired of the red, tired of the blue, tired of the left, tired of the right. That's called the Overton window, Joey. There's that, like Joey, again, in his extensive genius, Joey thinks that left and right, oh no, I'm independent, I'm not left or right. No, Joey, that's the Overton window. You're either left politically or you're right politically. That, there's certain things. Do you think that government should have a smaller, government should have a smaller impact on everyone's life, or government should have a larger impact? For example, do you think that Joey's one new thing is universal health care? He thinks the government should run health care. That's a very leftist idea. That's left politics. That's being a leftist. A rightist would mean that you don't want government to run healthcare. You don't want government involvement in everything that you do. That's where socialism comes in. That's where communism comes in. Communism and socialism are leftist ideas, whereas extreme fascism is a rightist idea, although most fascists do go into the leftist dictatorship kind of ideology. And these are the things that one presidential candidate, Joey, doesn't understand. There's politically left ideology, there's politically right ideology. There's no differentiate. There's a different. The differentiating factor is, where do you stand? And Joey is too dumb, and I know you're watching, Joey, and I'm telling you right now, you are dumb as shit. I just flushed something in the toilet before I went on live that was smarter than you this morning. But
had more corn and brains than Joey.
Yes.
Let me just put it to you this way. Look who's in office right now. You see? All that money could have went to universal health care for all of us. No, it didn't, though. Could have helped the homeless, all the homeless.
Universal health care. So the government gets to decide. Did you see that in Canada? Canadian priest.
Skull says Joey wants to run a kleptocracy so he can steal the good silverware from the White House.
Yes. So this is the ultimate in I definitely need to. I've got so many of these stupid scenes that
Dabbledale brings up a good segue here to CatalanoCon. He says, who's behind CatalanoCon website?
I want to say
that'd be
like
Joey.
Yeah. Right?
Joey keeps blaming it on Bedabbler though.
Bedabbler in Cardiff. So right here, this is Canadian. This is Canadian healthcare. And we know Canada has government-run healthcare. In May 2026, a 79-year-old Catholic priest, Father Larry Holland, reported that healthcare staff in Vancouver General Hospital in British Columbia twice offered him medical assistance in dying while he was recovering from a broken hip, despite knowing he was morally opposed to the practice. So regardless of him being morally opposed to practice, in a government-run healthcare country like Canada, they said, good day, yeah, we got, we don't want to help you with your broken hip, so why don't, we'll just inject you with these chemicals, and then you'll be fine. You don't got to worry about, that no more. I mean, like, is that what Joey wants?
Joey's big adventure.
Yeah. He's
use code SK or code SKOL for 12% off.
That's right, at catalanocon.com. Website is up and running.
Not be homeless. I don't know if you're aware of it. The federal government has thousands and thousands of properties that they own that belong to the taxpayers. Technically, it's ours, that are abandoned or half occupied. And out of all those thousands of properties, there's got to be some land that is sustained enough to build housing for our veterans. I mean, are we gonna say we're gonna show the look of this country? We ask the young men and women to go out and fight wars for us. They come back wounded, missing parts, no eyes, legs, arms.
No eyes. Now I'm, with these
King
statistics
no
that
faith.
Joey's bringing up, notice he never, he never brings up his sources. So, it's dubious at best, these numbers.
Oh yeah, Cupcake, look at this.
And you did mention once that thanks to me and all these questions that I'm asking, Joey has learned more about civics and the Constitution and how this country works and how the government works because he wants to prove me wrong, which will never happen. Ever, 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 ever. Joey, you will never prove me wrong. Ever. That's why
So you're saying that he owes his presidency once he gets in to American Cupcake. Makes sense.
That's right. Yes, he does.
No, I don't, Kahuna. You're just fucked.
And we're honestly going to say we don't care enough. They shouldn't come back to America with one worry. They should already know their mental health is going to be taken care of.
So, according to this, Joey must think that when they come back, when they're done doing their tour, when they're done with their time, that, they're just homeless. How about we try to find the root of the problem, Joey? I thought that was honesty, integrity when the Red House. That's the root of the problem, right, Joey? How about we find out that first? Stupid.
King of all diffs knows his source.
Some guy in a YouTube video.
Some guy made a YouTube video, yeah.
That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it ever was.
Help is going to be taken care of. Their housing is going to be taken care of. And we should give them the housing. They put their lives on the line for us. That's one area. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say I'm a politician or I'm going to get up here with my being rich and going to Ivy League school. I barely made it through high school. But I know I woke up.
Vote Joey C. 2028.
If that's not a campaign slogan, I don't know what is. I think if you go to AmericanCupcakeStore.com, probably by the end of today, there will be a campaign T-shirt that.
You could be making T-shirts. You could make one T-shirt every fucking day off stupid shit he says.
Up one day, and like I said, I was an addict, and I beat that. I got up and I moved forward. I went to federal prison in 2021 for making a false statement to a federal agent. And
nope, that's not why you went to prison, Joey. You went to prison because you violated your parole and got caught being high on meth. That's why you went to prison. How about that transparency? Remember, you went to Med C, you went to the mental institution. Remember that?
In my wife's case, my wife went to prison for 30 months. And I'll tell you how much the government are a piece of garbage. My wife got 30 months for FEMA fraud. Now she's guilty. We both were guilty. I lied for her. We're not saying that part. What we're saying is the whole investigation.
We're not saying that part.
Do you think?
What?
Do you think that Mrs. C was put in prison because she's a true badass? Do you think Joey is just trying to be on the same level as Mrs. C and try and make everybody think that he's a badass too?
You mean he's riding somebody's coattails?
What?
Nah. Yeah, now for sure, Mrs. C, 100%. She's the real deal. Like she's the real deal. Like, at Side Splitters, Joey was saying, "Keep him away from me, keep him away from me," and then sissy ass just walked inside. Mrs. C actually confronted me and started talking shit to my face. All right, she's got bigger balls than Joey will ever have. Ever.
Bigger ovaries.
Right.
It was stemmed because inside the FEMA people were doing scams themselves, and when the higher ups found out, instead of having a scandal in America, they launched an investigation on everybody in Florida and put 85 to 90% of the poor people in prison. Now,
so Joey here is alleging that because people in FEMA were stealing money, that to get the heat off of them, they then investigated the people who put in requests for FEMA money. How dare they investigate people wanting thousands and thousands of dollars from the government, which is exactly what they should have done. Joey, if you didn't want to be fucked with by the government, you probably shouldn't have tried to scam FEMA. I don't know about you, but that's what
Skull says it's FEMA's fault that eyeless vets are homeless.
You know what? That right there. There's another campaign shirt. That's right there. But yeah, Joey is blaming. Joey is. I never understood that. He broke the law. They broke the law, but they broke the law more, so they should just ignore the fact that we broke the law. No, how about everybody go to jail for breaking the law? Crazy thought, I know. How could I be so insensitive to that?
2K Puppet, thank you for the $4.99. Mrs. C is so badass that her nickname in prison was Cell Block C.
That's right. That's
a good one.
That is a good one.
That could actually stick.
Yeah. They named the cell block after her.
Joey's nickname was Mental Ward C.
Right. Yeah. And he himself said, and you can watch it on the previous, 2 or 3 weeks ago, when we went over his
I think it was 2 weeks.
Spreaker.com, where he said he went to Med C And whoo! Oh my gosh, he's going to get his own whack packers from the nut jobs he met in the mental ward.
Wasn't that the Clumpy C stream?
That was the Clumpy C stream. That was the Clumpy C stream, where we reintroduced Clumpy C to everybody.
And then we got Shuli Madoff coming in with $5. Thank you, Shuli.
Thank you.
Loving this breakdown, boys.
Well, thank you, Shuli Madoff. Appreciate it. And you too can be cool like Shuli Madoff and give your own super chat if you are not accustomed to going to supertip.gg/cupcake.
I think Shuli just made the permanent block on Joey's channel.
Oh, welcome to the club, Shuli.
He was at least threatened. He was at least threatened with it.
Yeah, but Joey did say last week that I won't block you because you give me money. But Joey's not.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah, yeah. For sure he did. But Joey's not in it for the money.
Probation, and probation with the federal government, they come in and they own you. They treat you like garbage. So I wound up violating because of the drug problem.
We're all wondering.
6 months in prison. I went to a camp. I went to Coleman. I had time served because when I violated during pretrial, before I got convicted, I had 45 days in the county jail, Marion County, which I went to because I had a lot of health issues. Now, I was also 268, 269 in weight.
Because I had a lot of health issues. A lot of health issues. I went to a mental ward because I had a lot of health issues.
Still.
I have a heart condition. I had a lot of problems. I was almost a diabetic. My feet were swollen. I was retaining water. And I also fixed that part of my life. I'm 199 right now. In the last year, I've lost 68 to 69 pounds. I had to have help. I went on a program called Zepbound or Ozempic, the same thing. And then changing my eating habits, my doctor saved my life. I got healthy. So I picked myself up that. I got healthy. And I woke up one day and I turned
Your
on my
turn
life
is
and
coming,
I said,
King.
I want to run for president because I can't run for mayor. I can't run for governor until I get a pardon. I have.
Now, this is incorrect. Joey can run for any government office. Any government office. Being a convicted felon. What can
any
happen,
federal government office?
No, any government office. He can run for any government office. What can happen though, because he is a federally he is a felon, they can contest it. That means he would have to go to court and say, yes, I was a felon, but like he's saying right now, look what I've done. I've done this. Yes, I was a felon, but I have changed my ways. I have done this. He would just have to he would have to go to court and plead his case if he were to win that public office. So Joey, once again, I don't want to call him a liar on this, but he absolutely can run for any public office. There is no law that states you cannot run for office, for any public office. And
yes, there is, Cupcake.
No, there's not. What can happen is your win can be contested. So then what happens when it's contested? You go to court and you plead your case. And if your case is strong enough, as Joey's saying, look, he changed his ways. He used to be an addict. He used to do this. But now I have changed my ways in such a way, in such a fashion that yes, I am the best person to run this office. So maybe Joey was confused, but yeah, you can run for any office. Marion Barry was arrested for crack, and he did jail time. When he got out of jail, what happened to Marion Barry in Washington, D.C.? They voted him back in.
He must have been one hell of a mayor.
I mean,
Skull comes in with the $2. Thank you, Skull. Joey's nickname was Bend Me Over and C. I had another one here. Mr. Blue Sky, yes. He claims he's off, but I question that, to be honest. We know he's on Adderall. He openly admits that.
Yeah, and you can really tell that sometimes. We're never going to. This is a 38-minute clip. We're never going to get to the end of this.
All the paperwork in for the state of Illinois.
It's a good thing you can tune into the Uncle Retard show next week, as we will probably finish this.
Illinois for my crimes that I've done, which is 35 years old, which I don't see a problem at. Florida, I had a problem here in 2013. I wrote a couple bad checks, and I took care of that. I paid everything back, and I have to get that. I have to have that pardon. And then the last thing I have to be is pardoned from our great leader that's in charge now, which I have to wait another 11 months before that could happen, and then I'll have my rights restored, and then
never happen.
I will work every day to get on the ballot. So I give the American people another choice. Why are there only two parties? Why have they locked it into two parties? Do you know that?
They who?
Why would the president ever pardon him when he is an independent? He would be running against Vance, who Trump has endorsed.
Right, yeah.
Why just eliminate him and leave him sit?
Right. And see, Joey, according to Joey, there's an, like Big Brother in 1984, there's an overbearing they that controls everything. They only let Democrats and Republicans. Well, no, it's because they're the most popular. And since this country is run by the people vote. There's no they that runs it. They just happen to be the most popular. And let me tell you this about third party. When you have two parties, okay, running against each other, one of them is going to win by at least 51% of the vote, which is a majority. When you have three parties, there will never, ever be a majority to win. You only need 34% of the electorate to win, which is not a majority. It's a third.
Joey's doing math right now. He's going, we got libertarian. I only need about 5%.
Yeah, right. That's what this buffoon doesn't understand about the two-party system. When you have a two-party system, you're going to get a majority of the American people to, and that's a majority. That means the most. When you have three in there, you will never, ever, 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 ever get a majority. The minimum you need to win in a three-party system is 34%. And that's, Mr. Math, you should realize that. But
boy, this sums it up right here. Joey lives like white trash Jordan Belfort. Wakes up with a Zanny and an Addy, comes up with a way to scam, stumbles around, gets caught, rinse, repeat.
That's right.
Cat above a 2028.
Our first president of the United States, George Washington, was an independent, a true independent. And I believe...
Now, George Washington was an independent because there were no... He was the first. It was a brand new system. So, yes, technically, George Washington was an independent candidate, but there was the Whig Party. He doesn't understand. See, and this is where civics comes in. This is where you need to educate yourself, stupid.
I'm educating myself every day, Cupcake. You just don't know. I'm reading every day. I learn every day, even though I could read something 10 times because of my poor reading comprehension. And, I could read something 10 times and still not understand it.
I have a theory.
Yes.
I think Joey runs on the independent ticket because he likes to play the underdog so that when he loses, he can just say, well, I tried.
Very astute observation, Kahuna. Very good observation. That's exactly what it is. And to run as a Republican or a Democrat, you would need to primary, the current, the current owner of the, the incumbent, rather. And he knows that he would never get anywhere with that. Because you'd have to register as a Republican. You'd have to, there's other steps you'd have to take if, as far as the Republican Party or Democrat Party or Libertarian or Green, or any one of those.
Joey couldn't manage a gumball machine.
Now, I think he may be able to, because that has to deal with money. So,
believe the Constitution and the forefathers had a plan that it was meant for an average American man or woman to run. Well, at the time, it was just men to run for president. The average worker. I'm just like,
no, Joey. These were all educated men. They weren't like you, Joey.
You. I can honestly come and sit down with all Americans if I was invited into your home, especially the ones that have struggled. People can't even pay their rent. They got to make a choice between groceries and medicine for their kids.
He's a convicted
This is what
this is where we're at. Why would you want him in your home?
Right. And let's bring up that point, Joey. I mean, if we're talking frankly here, people, can't pay their rent. They can't do this. What kind of phone do they have? What kind of cell phone do they have? Do they have a flip phone? Do they have an inexpensive phone? Probably not. You have to live within your means. That's part of being an adult. Joey, you lived in a house that the rent was $3,000 that you couldn't afford the rent on, which is why you moved. And allegedly, you allegedly never paid your rent at that house.
Catalano Network comes in $5. Thank you.
Thank you.
Joey wants to win with 15 votes like that Tim guy who was on Thursday.
Oh yeah, we went through Tim O'Brien. He was actually a Democrat. We're backtracking here a little bit, but he was a registered Democrat. He in 2023, he was a Democrat, but in this most recent city council election, he failed to sign and date the petition, so it wasn't accepted. So what he had to do was he had to run as an independent, and since he ran unopposed, he got 30 votes. He got 30 people, and just like he said, he goes to these old folks' homes, so he convinced 30 people to write his name on the ballot, and of those 30 votes were 75% of the total votes for that election. So this is the political guru that Joey is following. And whenever he wants, Tim O'Brien, I will debate you as well. I'm an American
that would be a
citizen.
good one.
Yeah,
that would be a good
and
one.
He may wipe the floor with me. Who knows? But let's find out. Don't be afraid of the American citizen.
At least you tried.
At least I tried.
Crumb says, ooh, he's going to come in everyone's home?
Gross.
No, Joey stated in a stream that doesn't work anymore. So, won't happen.
Look what's in now. Look at the current president. Look at Democrats that are coming in. We're really in trouble. And all Americans are tired of all this. They don't even want to vote. They want someone that's going to come in and fight for them. And
this is incorrect information. See, Joey feels that the deadbeat losers that he talks to in his neighborhood are the American people. He has no idea what middle America wants. President Trump is probably one of the most popular presidents to ever be president. Ever.
Well, he was a
And no, the
celebrity
Ameri-
first.
Well,
Joey doesn't have that.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But he feels like I don't know who Joey thinks the average American is, but the average American is the average American does not empathize with someone who went to prison for stealing money. The average American does not empathize with drug addicts. The average American does not empathize with anything you stand for, Joey. Sorry.
Correct, King.
Yeah, sorry.
I think the solution is don't go with a traditional politician anymore. It's not working. It hasn't worked for 50 years. They make empty promises. They tell lies. Trump just wasted how much money in this war? Trump just tried to get $180 billion to give out to his friends.
What the fuck was that? He just worked out $180 billion to give to his friends. Where's any proof of that, Joey? Just because you say something, just because some idiot, probably Tim O'Brien, who is a Democrat and hates Trump and hates the Republicans, probably told him, Trump, he's he was giving $180 billion to his friends, just funneling it that way.
Came from Uncle Bob. He's also independent.
Yes, that too.
At least thank God a federal judge stepped in and took care of that. He sits there and he tells one lie after another. Now
Joey, what in the fuck are you talking about? A federal judge stopped. So President Trump was like,
it's tremendous. Quite frankly, I'm gonna set aside this $180 billion and give it to all my friends.
And then a federal judge said, "No, you're not, Trump." Shut up, Joey.
I was a big Trump supporter the very first time he ran, and I thought he did a remarkable job. But I believe he came back this time for revenge, to get even for everybody that hated on him. Now listen.
That's Joey's middle name.
I will be 100% transparent. The first thing that I have to build is your trust.
That'll never happen. You will never build anybody's
trust. I'm not asking anybody to vote for me. I have to get on a ballot.
There you go. There's another campaign t-shirt right there. I'm not asking for anybody to vote for me. Joey C, 2028.
Well, at least I tried.
I'm not asking for anybody to vote for me. Catalano, 2028.
Catabubba. Yeah, he's not much of a salesman, to be honest.
No, he's not.
I believe I got Tennessee locked up. I have a very good friend of mine who's a doctor there. He told me when we collect the...
I have a very good friend who's a doctor in Tennessee. Yeah, we all know who that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Steve.
Of course.
Yeah, very good friend. Very good friend of Joey's. And Dr. Steve is a saint. Let me just say that. Dr. Steve is one of the nicest people you will ever meet.
He is.
And
Isn't Tennessee one of those states where you hardly need any signatures at all?
Yeah, I think it's only 275.
Yeah.
And I got.
But Dr. Steve could just walk around the block and get those signatures.
Yeah.
What was that?
But it's a chip that I got from Dr. Steve at Hackamania 3.
Oh shit! Cool.
Here's the other side. And then I got this chip also from Dr. Steve. Weird Medicine with Dr. Steve.
I didn't get a chance to talk to him.
I got a very good friend in Tennessee who's a doctor. Yeah, Dr. Steve is everybody's friend. Let's be real.
Signatures, he'll have it turned in, and I'll have Tennessee. I got a power.
So Joey is expecting Dr. Steve to do all this by himself. He's not even going to go to Tennessee. He's going to.
Yeah, no, Dr. Steve has it all wrapped up for me. Dr. Steve is going to just do it all for me because I don't even got to set foot in Tennessee.
Politician friend of mine who is a politician, and yes, there was a problem last year on the voting, somehow by 2 votes, but because he had already been the first ward councilman, they wrote him in. his people wrote him in so he can continue in office. And he's done a lot of great things for Campbell, Ohio. The man's a great man. And
yeah, that's Tim O'Brien, the one we just talked about, that got 30 write-in votes to win.
Yeah, he thinks he's in because he's got that
he's got
that guy in his pocket.
Yeah, he's got a councilman, a guy who won with 30
who
votes.
Can't file shit on time either.
Right.
Part of my world, I have a podcast that I entered over 3 years ago. It's in a comedy world of satire with a bunch of liars and miserable people who hate my guts and are going to trash me. And I know my only shot is to be totally 100% honest and with integrity. I'll answer any question about my life.
I'll answer any question about my life. I'll take you up on that offer, Joey.
As long as it doesn't come from Cupcake.
As long as it doesn't come from me, that's right.
Everybody in the chat is singing Dr. Steve's praise, and then here comes Guru. Dr. Steve must pay for the GoFundMe fiasco.
See, even that, like, Dr. Steve is a saint. He's a saint. He's a saint of a man.
He is.
He is.
Dude, when fucking Adam. John went after him, that pissed me off more than anything.
Dude, that's when everybody turned on fucking John too, when he went after Dr. Steve.
Yeah.
But Dr. Steve didn't know me from Adam. Just met him. I met him at the, the meet and greet at Hackamania 1. Oh, hi. And so then we were back at the casino, and I was at the bar, and there was a crap table right there. And I was just watching, and he goes, "Oh, do you play craps?" And I said, "No, I have no idea how craps is played." He's like, "Well, come on, let me show you." This man, who didn't know me from Adam, took time out of his day to explain to me the game of craps.
And that's why you lost your apartment.
That's exactly why I lost my apartment.
Dr. Steve is such a nice guy. No, I actually talked to him at DabbleCon 2, and just an amazing experience talking to that guy for quite a while. And at Hackamania, I saw him once walking past me, and I didn't see him again the whole time I was there.
Yeah, at Hackamania 3, we were just walking towards I was with Nimrob, and we were walking towards the bar where the theater was. Dr. Steve was waiting there, and I didn't notice Anthony Cumia was with him. He was cashing in chips or something. I just started, "Oh, hi, Dr. Steve, what's going on?" And he's just such a nice guy. He's a saint. He is a saint.
Foreign policies, I'm willing to learn. I promise this. If I'm given the opportunity to get on a ballot, and I'm given the opportunity, and I am voted in, I will surround myself with the best cabinet and the best people in the White House that will only make this country better and teach me as I go along.
So Joey is not...
Go ahead.
Go on. No, go ahead.
He thinks that these people who know politics, who are good at what they do, he thinks they're just going to say, "Oh, yeah, I'll do that." It's like, who in the fuck is going to get involved with this fucking roadside
idiot
disaster? Jesus. Never happen. He's going to be running the country with a bunch of clowns equal to him.
Yeah. If that.
I will get up
Pops
every day.
Is going to have a job in the White House.
He's going to be the secretary of boosting.
With his discount toothpaste.
Right. They're going to have right on the White House lawn right there. He's going to have his blanket with his,
a stand set up just outside the fence.
For anything. I'm running a grassroots campaign. I've collected $217 so far on my campaign.
$217. And just recently, according to his Twitter, we were going to go over his Twitter today. Maybe we'll do that next week. I still have to upload all the tweets that I pictured because I'm blocked on Joey's Twitter. So, but yeah, he so dumb.
That's it. Some people already got millions. The Republicans, look at some of the Republicans, they got millions. Okay? It takes traditionally $15 million to run a campaign.
Well, you're
from the beginning
close.
to end. I broke it down where we could do it in 3 million. And here's how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to take what people donate to this campaign and go fly first class on fancy jets and take a full staff and go stay at fancy hotels. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to secure a used, decent RV. That's going to be my campaign headquarters. I'm doing all the printing myself.
I so want this to happen. I so want this to happen.
I
so
would
much.
totally donate to the down payment of this RV. It's the only time Joey would ever get money out of me.
Oh my God, I so want this to happen.
Fucking old broken down piece of shit. He's gonna be sitting roadside getting there's the RV being towed behind Joe's towing. They get it all fixed, he hops in and it breaks down in front of the next service garage.
No, he can tow it behind Cupcake and Kahuna, two fine ladies.
There we go.
We'll use our box truck to tow it for you, Joey. That's how much we want you to get this RV.
We show up with Amish air conditioning.
Yes.
I'm making my own. We're making our own bumper stickers. I'm doing everything right here in my home. Bumper stickers.
Right in my home.
Flyers to go out with if you want to send small donations. It's right there. politics.raisethemoney.com/Ian/J.K. Leno. I'm not asking for thousands of dollars. If you could put $2, $3, if I can get consistently people to support this campaign, and the bottom line is, I have to sustain to be able to stay in the race and get on the ballot to go to every state so I get the ballots done and meet the people. And I'm going to go to every town. I'm going to talk with all the farmers. I'm going to talk with all the factory workers. I'm going to talk with all the union people.
Okay. He's going to go talk to farmers. He's from Chicago. And he has said it himself. He has mob ties. Do you honestly think middle America, an honest, hardworking farmer, is going to give two shits about what some fucking low-life fuck from Chicago has to say to them? What are you going to do to make the farmer's life better, Joey? How about you do that?
I'm going to talk with each and every one of you. I'll sit down in your home and I'll let you, I'm going to listen to you.
Not my home.
Yeah, Joey will not listen to anybody. If you've ever watched Joey, he never listens to anything. He always overtalks everybody. He always interrupts everybody. This is
I think that's the only reason he's going out talking to people is because he can ramble off his stories and they're new to everybody. And he thinks this is just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm the biggest scumbag lowlife. Vote for me. Donate to me.
I was a bad guy. Yes,
right.
I conned.
Give me your social security number.
I did drugs. I'm not blaming anything on my childhood. I grew up, I got up, became an adult. My mishaps are all because of my wrongdoing. Instead of going the straight road, I always went the right road and went down the rocky road. I'm very fortunate.
Another campaign shirt. I always went down the rocky road.
I have a beautiful wife, beautiful family, beautiful kids, grandkids. And I get every day from people saying, great, man, I'm glad you're standing here to fight for us. I get people think, are you crazy? You know, maybe I am. But somebody's got to do it. No one's stepping up to do it. I hear everybody crying about they're tired of the Republicans, they're tired of the Democrats.
Ooh,
and now
Joey, who says
you have a person here willing to fight. I'm not running for president for myself or my family. I'm running for all of us.
Oh, thank you.
To restore trust back in the White House, first and foremost. To stop giving money to other foreign countries. To get out, to go fight for universal health care. To make sure.
Well, at least I tried.
Yeah.
We got to do that T-shirt.
Oh,
I think
sure.
I would buy one.
At least I tried. Catalano 2028. But now, I don't know when, it was probably this Tim O'Brien guy who got it into Joey's head.
No, it wasn't, Cupcake. I've been wanting universal health care for a long time.
But no, this universal health care, when Obamacare was introduced and passed, I was married, had a family, and I was, my insurance, my family insurance went up. What was it, like $350 a month?
Yeah, it
from
jumped.
what I was paying when Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, was introduced and passed.
Yeah, I wonder how Joey's plan would keep that cost lower.
Oh, he has no idea.
Right right now, I mean, health insurance is like the next biggest expense to a freaking mortgage.
Right.
Oh, Joey wouldn't know mortgage. Let's see.
Right.
It's the next biggest expense to meth and Adderall.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he doesn't pay for it. You think he pays for his medication? No. It's because Joey is, and he's never answered this question either. What, is I got the best insurance. I got the best insurance.
Of course he does.
My insurance is the best.
What insurance do you have, Joey?
Well, you and I are paying for it.
Oh, that's right. That's why he's now such an advocate of universal health care.
Make sure veterans are not sleeping. Make sure all people are not homeless. Poor people matter too. People got to understand, poor people matter to every human beings. And there's so many people. And listen, there's bad in all shapes and sizes. I have a great prison reform. The harder criminals, the people that hurt children, the pedophiles, they're not going to get out in 3 and 5 years like they normally do. They're going to get some severe punishment. The people that go out and kill people, they're not coming home. Okay? Unless there's a circumstances that just they had no
such as
choice, and it was really more self-defense, and that's different. But there are a lot of good people in prison who got messed up. Most of the prisons are filled with people that are addicts. Most of them. And my best friend got life in prison.
Okay, so Joey's going to talk about one of his best friends that got life in prison. Do we think this best friend exists?
For being a drug dealer. Now he was a career criminal. He didn't murder people. He didn't go hurt children. He didn't hurt women. He sold drugs his whole life because he never got rehabilitated. Because they tell you the prisons are rehabilitated. They got prison reform. They don't. They don't care. They want to trap you in the system just like the Republicans and Democrats, lock you out, and just keep rolling you through. Life in prison for selling drugs.
See, they want to lock you out. No, Joey, you have to start at the bottom. You have to start, you can't just, run for president. No, you need to start at the bottom and work your way up. Donald Trump didn't do that because he had the financial ability to do it and the name recognition. Watch out. That's right.
Can't believe you brought her with you.
When a pedophile gets out at 5 years,
I can't.
What's wrong with this picture?
I just couldn't leave her. I mean,
there's so much money in budgets, they just misappropriate the money. Well, let's talk about inside trading. Inside trading. Let's talk about that. They're allowed to.
Here we go. Insider trading.
That's bad.
Illegal inside trading. Nancy Pelosi's number one for it. Became an instant millionaire. They become instant millionaires overnight. You try doing it. You'll be inside a federal court, and they got a 94% conviction rate. You'll be doing prison time, 3 to 5 years, guaranteed. Is that right? What about the slush funds? Do you know they take taxpayers' slush funds to pay off women that they possibly grope or, took advantage of to hush money?
Now,
can he prove that?
There is a fund, but Joey, again, like when OG Mumbling Nick asked Joey, how do you feel about climate change? What's your stand on climate change? Idiot didn't hear climate change. He heard time change and started talking about daylight savings time. So Joey only hears half of a thing and then just goes off, So, yes, everybody knows Nancy Pelosi's a crook. about, these, with these stocks. How come they can, how do these politicians become billionaires when their salary is what, $100,000, $170,000 a year? Yeah, it is probably due to some nefarious things, but they are smarter than Joey and they can cover their tracks. That's what it is. Is it right? No, of course not. No, but you got to get caught. Sorry. And just like the federal agents who went to go talk to you and Mrs. C, you can watch that on the very first episode of the Uncle Retard Show. The Fed that was there questioning Joey said, and I quote, "We have never had a case where there's so much evidence against the accused."
Yeah. That statement stands to this day.
Yeah, we have never had so much evidence. But if Joey was running that, then then it would have, then they never would have gotten caught. That's
the fact that he's out of prison right now just amazes me with how dumb he is.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to stop that. Now, I'm not going to sit here and make promises. I'm not going to say I'm going to do this. I know I have to go and I have to present my cases to Congress. Congress has got to go through.
Listen to this. Let's listen to what he's about to say.
Process. They got to vote, Senate, and it comes back to the president. Okay.
So, as president, he is going to present this to Congress. Congress is going to vote, and then it's got to go to the Senate, and they're going to vote. Then it's going to go to the presidential desk for him to sign it.
Sounds legit.
That's not how it works, stupid.
That's the way it's going to work when he's there.
The president
He's going to change that.
Sorry. President does not introduce bills to Congress, dumbass, idiot. And Rev Fugly gets mad, just bust my balls for getting so mad at this. But he's got to present his case to Congress for them to vote on. No, you don't, dummy. And the House of Representatives just passed a bill, H.R. 7008, to stop government officials from being able to buy stock. So, Joey, you're a day late and $1 short. This bill was introduced in January of this year. So your Uncle Bob written law that you wrote, the Anti-Insider Trading Law Act that you wrote, was Uncle Bob going through all of the laws and acts that were already written and then said, "Oh, Joey, here, try this. Joey, you are an idiot. This is why people say don't use AI like you are using it. Dude, you are so dumb, it hurts. You are so painfully stupid. I'm speechless at the stupidity that you exhibit sometimes.
I like to refer to it as comically stupid.
Oh, frustratingly stupid, exhaustingly stupid.
There's a long, long way to get a bill up and going. Okay? A lot of people, if you go back and look at my TV channel, which people are going to see this, Catalano TV, it's all satire. I've done a lot of rage things. I've swore. I've dropped the N-word. I'm not a prejudiced man.
All 2,000 live episodes.
I've dropped the N-word. I'm not a prejudiced man. No, you only called Big Black an uppity one. Oh, but that wasn't on his channel. That was on somebody else's channel.
I'm just letting you know I'm being very transparent about everything I was capable of doing, what I've done in my past. And the only way I'm going to earn your trust is by being 100% transparent with you and have integrity.
So 100% transparent. Joey, recently you tried to do a 24-hour stream, and then you went and changed it, and everything now is a 2-hour stream. And then you went on your show this Wednesday
and lied
or Thursday
about it.
and lied about it. Said, no, I never said anything about 24 hours. No, I did a 2-hour. It was a 2-hour stream. I don't know what you're talking about, Lou. It was only 2 hours. It was only 2 hours. That is quite the opposite of being transparent, Joey. God.
He starts that stream with yawning. It's like, I'm like, fuck, this stream is over. It's never going to make it. Oh my God.
Then he falls asleep right on.
What possesses somebody to just out of the blue? I mean, there was no talk about it, no build up, no nothing. Just all of a sudden, boom, I'm doing a 24-hour stream.
A handful of Adderall.
All he wanted to do is sit and have this intimate conversation with Auntie Bobby.
Yeah.
There couldn't have been any people lined up to go on and be on the show. I think the whole thing would have just been him sitting and talking, writing this. Actually, Auntie Bobby is writing the stupid book. He isn't doing anything.
Yeah. And he's using campaign funds and his campaign printer to print it out.
No, I'm not. I bought a separate printer to print on it. I'm not using the campaign printer, Cupcake. That's a lie, Cupcake.
Yeah.
It's like this printer that he's leasing for $60. It's like a brand new toy. Like, oh my God, I can print anything I want. So he prints out all these stupid stickers, prints out this book. Nothing that has to do with the campaign at all.
60 fucking bucks a month. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's not going to be an easy walk, but I'll get up every day.
At 1:00 in the afternoon, he'll wake up every day.
Shmuel says 24 hours seemed like a great idea after a handful of amphetamine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, we've all dabbled in, we've all skied every once in a while, if you know what I mean. And when you're in the midst, when you're in the throes of a downhill slalom, when you're skiing with your buddies, man, the number of businesses you guys you can come up with. Whew!
Every single day that I'm in office, and I will fight for the American people. This is our country, not the two parties.
Torito, I'd be surprised if it was a couple $100.
He just said on this video right here that he has $217 that were donated, and on Twitter he just said that somebody donated $250. So he's probably got about $500.
If he said, you started that with he said.
That's why I said that.
If he had 200, if he said 217, he's maybe got $21 done.
Yeah, no, I the people in the Dabbleverse are generous, so I'm sure some Dabbleversians who don't mind that they're, that every bit of their information is given to Joey C through this campaign donation, website. But I will say this, that money is burning a hole in his pocket. That's why he's talking about using, I can. Oh, what did he just say that his YouTube channel, Catalano TV, is made for comedy, satire. So didn't you just say recently on one of your streams that you could use your campaign money to pay for half of your EVMux?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can't, Joey. No.
No, let him do it. Let him do it.
Go for it.
On his channel that's got 2,000 live views.
2,000
live.
YouTube
says. What YouTube
2,000.
says.
Yep, 2,000 live streams he's done. Even though if you go to his channel, there's 700 and some videos. Could that be because he's taken a lot of them down? Because, I don't know. They would probably run his presidential campaign into a brick wall with all the garbage and bullshit that he said at one time or another.
Doom used to clip the shit out of him back in the day. All he'd have to do is go to Doom's channel, and he's got it all.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Maybe we'll do that next week.
Chat room for Trump's live stream. 2,900 people were there. I invited them all. I told them I'm live. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to put this in one more time and tell them I'm live. I don't know if anybody's here. I don't know. It's not showing me anybody here, but it doesn't matter. This will be processed and it'll be up for anybody to see. All I'm asking is for the opportunity. Listen, I'm not educated. I'm not rich. I'm
not educated. Catalano 2028.
Poorer than most of you.
Welcome, bees. How much of the donation funds goes to campaign dining costs? Hashtag checkers. He can't afford checkers.
But I'm getting up every day because I want to move forward and change my life for the better and help people. I want to help the seniors. I want to help your grandmother. I've been going out and I'm visiting all the retirement communities and just going.
That was through the advice of one Tim O'Brien. You know, go to these old folks' homes where, you know, he'll have a captivated audience. And I'm betting that that's where Tim O'Brien got a lot of his 30 write-in votes.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, but that was on a very short window. Joey's got a 3 and 4 year window he's working with here. Half them old folks will be dead by the time election season comes, or it's time to vote, you know?
Right. Well, he is from Chicago, and Chicago is known for vote early, vote often. So, you know, there are dead people that voted in Chicago. So he's probably
that's right. Yep.
Using Chicago politics.
Went in and talking just introducing myself to the senior citizens. Say hi, I'm Joseph Samuel Catalano III, and I'm running for independent president. If that means anything, you know, I'm willing to get out here and fight. And I'm just curious. I'm going to sit down with you, take a few minutes, and just tell me, what are your concerns?
This is a good question right here. Joey's not rich. What happened to the $1 million idea he had with Zumach, or the $1 million settlement he was supposed to get?
Yeah.
I think this is probably the $1 million idea here. Run for president.
Right. That's right. He was supposed to get $5 million in that settlement.
Yeah. Then I heard later on, I heard 3.
Yeah.
And doesn't look like you got anything.
Yeah. And then he had told Cardiff and Tukey that he won that settlement and they were paying him out $250,000 a quarter.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But
I'd forgotten about that.
Right. But he couldn't afford he couldn't buy a house for that. No.
He
was supposed to have a house by this February.
That's right.
This last
February.
February.
Home and have an iced tea with you and just listen to your problems. I want to talk to the people that are struggling, that have 4 or 5 kids who can't get help.
Nope.
And or the people that got
the people that have 4 or 5 kids. Well, see, Joey doesn't understand about personal responsibility. If he did, he probably wouldn't have been in the many problems that he has.
He wouldn't be wasting all this money on this.
Yeah, exactly.
Work 2 jobs, and they're still making a choice between the car payment and food on the table. Our rents are still high. Gasoline is killing everybody, and they don't care. I'm trying to tell you, they don't care. You guys know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows. I watch your comments. I watch everybody's comments every time he's live. But go all the way and believe in somebody. I believe now is the time for a non-politician, a non-person that's got any experience with that part of our life. But somebody's going to get up and fight, understands honesty, understands integrity, understands bringing truth and trust back.
Understands honesty. Yeah, I didn't do a 24-hour stream. It was only a 2-hour stream.
He's gonna bring trust back. Convicted liar. Gonna bring trust back. I just don't understand this mentality, this thinking mentality. It's just crazy.
Back to the White House.
I mean, I'm telling you, you can't write this.
No.
Write this.
No. This is fucking made for movie.
I'm going to fight all the way. And I'm not saying I can't get on the ballot. I'm saying I'm going to get on the ballot. That's how determined I am. And you know what? When you get on the ballot, I'm going to get some votes. Let's hope I get enough to win. And if I don't win, we'll try it again. But hopefully by then I'll be pardoned. And if I reach too high for running for president, I'll go home and I'll run for mayor of Chicago, which is a city that is desperately needing the mayor to fix that out. And then if I fix that.
Yeah, you had Lori Lightfoot, and then you got Brandon Johnson. Joey,
I'd love to hear how he thinks he's going to fix Chicago. Nobody's going to fix that. Yeah. Nobody's going to fix it. It's too chaotic.
It's too far gone.
He thinks he's going to go in there with corruption and fix shit.
Yeah. Well, you know why they call Chicago the Windy City?
Because Joey used to live there?
Well, maybe.
Oh.
But no, it's not. It's because of all the politicians just talking and talking and talking and talking. That's why they call it the Windy City.
I don't make it this time in the presidency, but everybody's watching me, and I go to Chicago and I win the mayor and I fix that town. Then they're going to say, wow, we should have elected that guy for president. He was tough.
The aspirations fascinate me. If he doesn't win the presidency, he'll run for mayor of Chicago.
Well, at least I tried.
At least I tried. Catalano 2028. At least I tried.
Tell the truth. And then I'll run again. I'm 61 years old this year. I've restored my health about 80%. I'm not a diabetic no more. I'm not swelling. I still got some weight to go, but I was 200 and almost 70 pounds.
Look at this is what we want to see in a presidential candidate.
You still got a big gut. Why are you showing everybody?
I was a 48, 50 waist, 46 to 50.
Now he was a 50-inch waist.
He did say on a stream a long time ago that he was either 52 or 54. Yeah. And I'm like, holy shit, how can a guy that only claims to have been 268 pounds, right?
Yeah.
How could he have been a 54-inch waist? The head has to be empty in order to have that much fucking body weight.
Right. At my biggest, I was 305, and I was only a 46-inch waist.
I don't know.
I'm down to a 36. And I still got a lot to go. My weight is, I should be at 170. I don't want to get that skinny, though. But I will answer anything that you have about my life. Any question, you could write me, Catalano, 2028 campaign at gmail.com if you want to write me an email. If you want,
write him an email.
Write that email down.
Want to donate to the campaign? It's right here. I think it was in the chat. I put it in the. It's in the comments. Just look for it. It says. Matter of fact, I'll show it to you right here. Here it is. If you guys are here, there it is, right there.
Jesus Christ.
Putting that printer to use.
That's right.
There, right there. It says HTTPS.
Why does it look like there's a line running down
Raise the money.
A and what the fuck is going on there?
There sure is. Right through the A.
Runs all the way down.
God.
What is the purpose of that?
.com/EN/J Catalano. Now people have
at least
started
he
giving me
tried.
small donations. I just need for the people to give me the opportunity. Like I said, I'm not gonna go and take any of that campaign money and waste it. I'm not gonna go up fancy printers. I can do all this stuff myself. I learned how to do it. I can make flyers. I can make yard signs. I can make hats. I've got a store. If you want to donate there, that goes into the campaign fund. It all goes to raise the money, and from there.
So he just said right here, his merch store, all of the profits are going to go to the campaign. We should audit that. Check that out.
It channels to Amalgamate Bank in Washington, D.C.
That's a big word.
And It takes 3 people to get that money out of there. The bank manager, myself, and an accountant that they have signed. And
That's
I said,
public
let's just do it the easy way.
information. Show us how
I'll
much
make
is in there.
purchase orders. The bank
That
can
is
directly
public
pay.
information, actually. If he's
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna. If I show you that I could take a $15 million normal budget, and I crammed it to $3 million, and I did right with that money and really did put it into the campaign the right way. I'm registered with the FEC. I'm a legit candidate. Now I have to get.
So you notice how everything that Joey says, I'm doing it the right way. I'm doing it the right way. I'm doing it the right way. An honest person would never have to say that because an honest person is going to do it the way you're supposed to do it just because. They don't have to make an excuse as to, well, I'm going to do it the right way this time.
Get on the ballot.
Include campaign
I'm
fraud.
making it very difficult.
Right.
I'm seeking all help. I'm looking for campaign manager, full-time campaign manager. I'm looking for volunteers in each state. I'm calling for you because I'm listening to you people say they're tired of the Republicans and the Democrats. Well,
those volunteers
all
and
I'm asking for is
managers
the
must be just
opportunity.
rolling.
I'm just the average guy like you. I'm not no rocket scientist. I'm not I'm not educated in a lot of areas. But
I'm not educated in a lot of areas. Catalano, 2028.
Especially politics. T-shirts write themselves.
That's I'm not educated. Okay.
But I got street smarts. I grew up in the streets of Chicago, very tough streets. I got common sense. I got love for this country. I got love for all you.
Skull says, well, all the profits have gone to the campaign. At American Cupcake, no one has bought the Gooner PDF shirt, so $0 profit.
Right.
Now you're
You
going to
should
hear a
take
lot of
that
bad things
shirt and
about me if
just
you
put
go to
on
my
there.
channel.
Well, at least I tried.
Yeah. At least I tried. Catalano 2028.
On YouTube, I'm just giving you fair warning. Don't judge a book by its cover. Just watch me, follow me, and see what I'm going to do. See, the whole thing is, if I just sit here and get signatures, and I get what I need, and then there's only 3 months left, nobody's going to know who I am. So I have to get out. I'm going to get out. I'm trying to raise the money now. I haven't touched none of the campaign money. I've been paying everything out of my pocket because I want to save for that RV. It's going to be my roving campaign office. It's going to
How
take
much
care of
does he need for that down
fancy
payment?
office. Okay, a fancy office, a place I could do all my printing, a place I could drive to all the towns. People are saying, "What are you going to buy? A junk? You'll be in and out of the mechanics." Okay, if it,
Oh, Kahuna. he watches everything.
Damn it.
breaks down, it breaks down. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. But I bought enough vehicles, used vehicles in my life that I'm pretty good at, getting some knowledge where I get something that's decent. And there are a lot of nice RVs out there for under $3,000.
Tons.
And we last week we showed you why Joey's thinking he's going to get an RV for $3,000.
I'm not looking for nothing fancy. Something I can put some signs on the outside. People can know I'm coming. But I'm going to visit everybody. I'm going to hit every little town. Farmers, the factory workers, all the people, the hardworking people. I don't have to hate it or the rich. I'm not going to be bought by them. They're not going to suck me in. I can't take corporate money. I don't want to deal with none of them. They'll never flip me to go away from the American people, what I believe in. Never. I was hoping there were some people here that could be here to ask some questions. I'm going to stay on.
Yeah, there was nobody watching this stream. I think I was the only one.
So if some big
7 more
corporation came along and said, Joey, I believe in what you're saying. I believe in what you're doing. Let me give you $2 million.
Yeah,
okay, here's my account.
Yeah, for sure he would. For sure he would.
If there's anything, if anybody wants to know anything, please feel free to ask. If you want to know anything about me, I encourage you to please come and ask. I am live. I am live. Hang on, people. I'm going back over to Trump where he's speaking. I got to start somewhere. I got to every chance I can get the people over to come over and meet me is the way to do it.
That sums it up right there.
Catalano Walls.
Yeah, Walls is going to be unemployed here soon, so
Yeah,
Joey should hit him up. He's got experience.
So, just bear with me, people. I'm just trying to. I'm working at every angle I can, just for the American people can see who I am and give me the opportunity. I'm not asking for any votes today. I'm asking for you to give me the opportunity to show you that I'll be a worthy opponent, and that I really care, and I'm not here just to make a bunch of empty promises. I'm not going to get up.
I'm going to show that I'm going to be a worthy opponent. Then why won't you talk to an average American like me? Again, I am challenging you right now, candidate Catalano. I'm challenging you to a debate. Let's do it.
I'm not talking no politics with no cupcake.
That's right. That's right. Because he doesn't,
Hey, pineapple.
He doesn't have to. Yes, pineapple, exactly.
Never
At
had
the podium, and I'm just not going to get up on the podium and ever tell a lie. I'm not. Listen, people do change and people do evolve, and people do grow up and finally in their life and they say, "What are you doing? It's time to do something good for your community."
It only took Joey at age 61 to realize this, when most people figure it out when they're in their 20s.
Time to do
Yeah,
something for the people.
Shmuel dared him, kind of put out the challenge to go and do something in your community, some small thing that improves the community, just to show us that you can do something for others, do something good. He never even tried.
Yeah.
He can't even say, well, at least I tried.
Yeah. And that would get him on local news. Local man, Joseph Samuel Catalano.
That was Shmuel's challenge to get him, publicity, where he'd get in the papers, he'd get on internet stories, on the news. Couldn't do it. Too lazy. Can't get away from his printer.
Right here. Clean up a vacant lot. Wasn't a big ask.
Yep.
You know that exactly. That's all he had to do.
Could have set up his.
He had to do.
Could have set up his camera on his tripod. Be talking shit from a distance like he did at the storage unit. Can't
that was
do
too much to ask.
Well, time to do something good for your family. Okay, I've made so many mistakes. I'm not ashamed of. I was wrong. I can promise you that.
I was wrong. I can promise you that. Catalano 2028.
Lucky I'm alive as long as I was an addict. God bless me. There is a God. I sit here every day. I've made over 150 books, different books, playbooks.
I've made over 150 books, playbooks, that he printed out. This is non-campaign material that he's printed out on a campaign printer. Okay?
What the fuck is a playbook?
Of strategy.
Who knows? Of strategy.
I've got.
I only thought the NFL had
Story I'm
playbooks.
writing. It'll be coming out.
See, this is stuff that he's printing on that printer.
Yep.
You know, because he can print unlimited stuff, but yeah, this is the stuff he's printing out on that printer.
It's gonna sell millions.
We're gonna postpone it because I'm writing it to be 100% factual about my entire life, and sometimes it's hard to get a lot of memory from your little kid, so things are coming back little by little. I mean,
it's
can't
hard
even work
to
a fucking mic.
But no, it's hard to remember. Like,
I've got so many things. I got these books that I got learning the White House. I mean, I've got so many things that I study it every day. I go out in the community, but I just want you guys to know that I'm doing the work, and all.
I can read something 10 times and not understand it. I have a reading comprehension problem. Catalano 2028.
I'm on the opportunity to get on the ballot and show you what I can do. It's your choice. You guys got to vote. But I think that if enough of you start really seeing me, because I was just in that Trump's chat room for 45 minutes an hour, and people were saying, "Screw you, Trump! Fuck you, Trump! You're swearing." I'm not gonna be polished up there. I'm gonna refrain from trying to show my anger. But if there's something wrong that they're doing, that other politicians, and I'm not saying they're all corrupt. There are a lot of good quality men and women in politics.
Like Tim O'Brien, councilman of the First Ward in Campbell, Ohio.
Man, I want to see that debate.
We've had a lot of good
on
presidents.
stage.
I would, yeah.
I would pay money.
I'm in. Democrat Tim O'Brien.
Isn't there a rule in broadcasting where your headphones shouldn't stick out past your shoulders? I thought that was a rule.
I do love those giant cans he has on.
I wonder where he got them and why.
That meant well. That did their best. And I'm not going to single out any Republican or any Democrat. We had good Democrats and we had good Republicans. We've had a lot of bad presidents. I'm not going to be one of the worst. I may not be the best, but I'm sure going to try like hell to just please the American people the right way. And
he's a pleaser.
We all make mistakes.
Yes.
But if I make a mistake, I want someone there to catch me, call me out, and let's
learn
fix
that in
it.
prison.
If I make a mistake, I want someone to catch me and call me out on it. What in the absolute ever-loving unholiest of fucks do you think I've been doing ever since you announced you were running for president, Joey?
I think you will have a spot in the Catalano White House.
I mean,
you're going to be busy.
He said it right there. He said it right there. I probably went back a little too far, but
I think that if enough of you start really seeing me, because I was just in that Trump's chat room for 45 minutes an hour, and people were saying, "Screw you, Trump! Fuck you, Trump! You're swearing." I'm not gonna be polished up there. I'm gonna refrain from trying to show my anger. But if there's something wrong,
polished anywhere
that they're doing, that other politicians, and I'm not saying they're all corrupt. There are a lot of good quality men and women in politics. There are a lot of good men and women. We've had a lot of good presidents that meant well, that did their best. And I'm not going to single out any Republican or any Democrat.
Catalano tablets are just speed.
We had good Democrats and we had good Republicans. We've had a lot of bad presidents. I'm not going to be one of the worst. I may not be the best, but I'm sure going to try like hell to just please the American people the right way.
I'm going to try like hell to please the American people the right way. Catalano, 2028.
And we all make mistakes. But if I make a mistake, I want someone there to catch me, call me out, and let's fix it.
Done, Joey. Got it.
You're hired, Cupcake.
I will step up to the plate, Joey, and catch every mistake you make and call you out on it. I will take up that mantle, Joey. I got you. I got you with all of my heart, Joey.
Hell, you'll do a show
as long as I surround myself.
That's right.
With all the right people. I'm not setting myself up for failure. I'm setting myself up to win and a victory for all of us. I'll stay on about 3 more minutes.
Yes, KB. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Lady KB. Welcome, Lady KB, to the Uncle Retard Show. Good to see you.
I wanted that opportunity. I'll do this periodically, times a week. I love my country. I love America. And I was going to read a little speech here if I could. I don't have it memorized, but I will read it. Okay.
I'm not polished. I don't read scripts as he pulls out a script to read.
Here's my thoughts on what a president actually does. Many Americans.
Now, this is something absolutely that Uncle Bob Chat GTP wrote for him.
Misunderstand the role of a president. The president does not run the country alone. The president leads one branch of government called the executive branch.
No,
the president's
it's judicial.
responsibility includes
Joey said it was
enforcing
judicial.
federal laws,
That's right.
serving as commander-in-chief of the military, negotiating with foreign leaders, signing or vetoing legislation.
Signing or vetoing legislation. Says nothing about writing legislation, does it, Joey? No, it doesn't. So I'm calling you out on a mistake, stupid.
He's
Managing
trying to get
federal
around the
agencies.
negotiating with foreign leaders thing, too. We're not giving them any more money.
Right.
There's no negotiation.
Responding to national emergencies. The president works with Congress to pass laws. The president works with Supreme Court to uphold the Constitution. A successful president builds cooperation between the branches of government. And that's what I have to do. I have to make sure that I'm on good terms with the branches of government so I can get things done. I do know one thing I want to change. Now, some people might laugh at this. I think that my first order of duty, my very first half an hour of it, is I'm going to declare the Monday after Super Bowl a national holiday. Would you like?
That's important. That's important. Don't worry about poverty. Don't worry about any of them other things. Get that Monday a holiday.
Now, I don't know about you, Kahuna. I don't know about the 40 people watching here in the chat, but that is by far the absolute dumbest thing I have ever heard anybody say. Ever. Ever. I'm going to declare the Monday after the Super Bowl a national holiday. That's the first thing he's going to do in his first half hour of being the president. And this is someone who doesn't even follow football.
Yeah.
Yes, I do, Cupcake. I know Bart Starr. I know Johnny Unitas. You don't know nothing about me, Cupcake.
He'll throw Babe
Like
Ruth
that.
in there somewhere.
Right.
I think I could do that I think I do that on my own. National holiday on Monday, the day after Super Bowl.
I think I can do that on my own. Didn't he just not 10 seconds ago say that he has got to work with the other branches of government? So he's going to make a... He said duty. What's going on, LaTanya? Good to see you, babe.
Welcome.
So you guys could don't have to go to work on a hangover. I don't know.
He's going to make it a holiday so you don't have to go to work Monday with a hangover.
What about March Madness? Can we do something with that?
Yeah, how about the World Series? How about anything? How about just making Monday, how about making
Every Monday.
Yeah, how about making the 52 Mondays that are in a year a national holiday so that you don't have to go to work, Monday after a weekend of drinking, with a hangover.
And I'm not caring much for Fridays either.
Yeah, right.
We're working on that next.
That'll be his second term. That'll be his
second term. Best joke of the day, right there. Second
but
term.
maybe I can. No, really, my first order that day is that I'm going to bring out the Epstein file. Because I want to see just how many of our great politicians that are...
Catalano Network comes in $2. Thanks you
for the two.
TCN. Joey is like Homer Simpson running for president. Yeah,
That is probably the most factual thing I've
100%.
ever seen in this whole presidential campaign.
With his Bart Simpson haircut.
Right.
are in office are on that list and really are on that list. Because if they are, then I'm going to call for a federal investigation to look into everything, to get the facts finding, and then we're going to go after them. And they're going to be accountable. They're not above the law.
Just like Joey said on Pat Dixon's show, this is how you defeat your political opponents. You get enough dirt on them, and I quote, then you blackmail them.
Yeah, he doesn't like the current corruption in government. His corruption is much better.
No, his corruption is he's going to do corruption the right way.
Yeah, he's going to show people.
I'm going to make sure inside trading goes away because it's BS. Slush funds, BS.
He's going to make insider trading go away Too late, Joey. That's already been in the works since January of this year, stupid. Watch out, yes.
Well, look at here. We're graced with Joey's running, or his opponent, running opponent, 4K.
Well, no, that's his opponent's human slave right there. Good morning,
That's right.
Deadpool. How are you, sir?
That's right.
Listen, there's a reason why they have the two parties and not a third party. They're afraid of the independent because we can't be bought.
Cat Bubba 2028.
No, that's not it, stupid. Tim O'Brien is giving you this fucking stupidity, and he was a Democrat 3 years ago. He only became an independent when he failed to register and sign a petition and date it properly. That's the only reason he's an independent. And there's no they that's shutting out an independent. They just don't have the manpower. Sorry, Joseph.
Don't be cluttering this with facts.
Oh, sorry.
I won't sell out for nothing.
Not at all.
I'll be there for you every day. Key economic topic voters ask about. People.
Yes, 4K is always demanding something, little bastard.
People want opportunities to work and earn a living. Of course, we all do. But make a living that's going to be able to be, not have to make a choice between food and medicine for their children, or they can't pay rent, they're getting evicted. I've been evicted before. Okay?
Yeah, a couple months ago, in fact.
Catalano 2028.
I've been evicted before. Catalano in 2028.
Well, at least I tried.
At least I tried.
I tried at that rental
What
thing.
have you tried? At least I tried.
It's not a pleasant thing. In 10 years, 50% of the people that own homes are going to be without a home if we keep going at this rate.
In 10 years, he's said this before. In 10 years, 50% of the American people will be homeless.
Crazy.
A
lot of empty buildings
people,
sitting around.
150 million people will be homeless in 10 years, according to Joey. If we
That'll
keep
bring
going.
the rent down.
I promise you that. People are talking AI is crazy. You better start learning it because they're going to perfect it and it's going to be part of the future. And our children, if it's taught right in the schools for education, it's a great tool for them to learn if it's properly installed for the children. They took away all the stuff that we used to have when I was growing up. Wood shop, auto shop, music. They're taking all this out of schools. What are they? They're taking everything away for a kid to be something.
Wow. Do I actually agree with Joey on something? Holy fuck.
Today's kids, I don't think in the upcoming growing of the people that we have, the young little ones, I fear for my grandkids if there's going to be a leader 30 years from now because no one's teaching them right. We got to teach hard work ethics. We got to teach that America comes first. This is a great country. We got to stop prejudicing.
That's right. We got to keep all those uppity N-words from thinking that they're white. Right, Joey?
Department of Education was his true calling.
Right. Don't get me started on the Department of Education. Thank you, Jimmy Carter, for that.
It's sickening to go by color. It really is. Because there's bad white people, there's really bad white people, just as much as people say there's bad black people. I'm sorry,
there's bad black people. Catalano 2028.
We're going to start a t-shirt, a brick and mortar store.
I know.
Bad in all shapes and sizes. I'm not going to talk like a polished politician. You're going to hear me talk like a real person like you. And I think that's what's going to wind up making you comfortable.
Maybe a little more polish would be good. Just a little.
I'm just a regular guy. And I've done a lot of wrong. And my redemption arc story is this. I was a career addict for 39 years.
I was a career addict for 39 years. Catalano 2028.
I worked in major and minor league baseball for over 30 years. I worked behind the scenes and ran the locker room. Okay? I've been homeless. I've been on food stamps. I've been evicted. And I went to federal prison for lying in my wife's case. During that time, I want you to know we lost a child. And the federal government told us, no, you can't go to the funeral. Imagine that. No, you can't go to the funeral. Our life changed forever. I got clean. I cleaned, no more drugs.
Clean-ish.
Yeah. And I love the fact that he got clean. The only reason he got clean was because he went to prison, and in prison, yeah, you can't get drugs in prison. So, you know, it wasn't it wasn't your own doing that you got clean, Joey. The government kind of helped you with that a little bit.
I had health problems. I probably would have been checking out of this world in the next year or two. I went from 268, 269 to 199. I changed my eating habits.
All right. He's just repeating everything he's
Yeah, I'll say it again. You know, it was good of him to bring all this shit out, all his past, bring it all out in the open, and then leave it. It's just it's on a stream, it's out there, he admitted to it. Just leave it. Let people forget about that shit. Nobody cares about that stuff.
Well, again,
but he's proud of it, he can't let it go.
Well, no, he thinks that, you know, and I feel stupid saying this, when he's interviewed by CNN and they ask him, well, what about, you know, you were arrested and, you know, convicted for a federal crime.
I've already talked about that. I discussed that. So that doesn't count no more. I've already brought it up.
No, that is not how it's going to go. The CNN reporter is going to bring it up, and he's going to go right into telling the story, and it's going to go on for an hour and a half on this 20-second interview. You know, just hi, how are you? They're going to have to cut him off.
Yeah. That's just that's how she goes. That's just how she goes. So, thank you for this deep dive into presidential candidate Joseph Catalano. We appreciate everything. Bacon Bits, what's going on, brother?
I feel like we've only begun.
Oh, we've only begun. Yes, I believe that is true, KB. She did OD. Catalano sober. So, we're going to leave you now. Please tune in tomorrow on this very same channel. 11 o'clock a.m. tomorrow for the Belly Bros. We got a brand new theme song, brand new everything. And I leave you with the dulcet tones. Yes, it is, but there is a long, sordid history with that. I really don't want to get into it, but that's, it is. But if I talk about it, then Joe's going, you talk about my family, Cupcake, now I can talk about yours. And I'm going to do everything I can to dox your parents. Yeah. So I leave you with this. Please stand, and we're going to finish every... We're going to finish every Uncle Retard with Joey C. singing the national anthem. Please rise for the singing of the national anthem.
I sing to the guy at ballpark. I'll do the national anthem. In front of one of my... Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, those bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was
still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Oh my God, I hit it perfect every note.